so excited to be here with you today. This is our special Halloween blue moon. The blue moon will be with us later tonight. That is going to be at, let's see, or maybe it already happened. Okay, for us it did already happen at 10:49 a.m. Eastern time. So yeah, we are in full swing with that moon going on right now. So hope you all are doing great. Hey, Jacqueline, I've got my blue. I am rocking my blue color tonight. Or today, I guess it's sort of like it's kind of tonight today, 4 o'clock Eastern time. Hey there, Miss Amber. Good to see you in the chat. So yeah, I said, when can I put on my blue wig and all that? This is actually part of my My Little Pony Princess Luna cosplay that I have worn for pony conventions. Yes, I am a My Little Pony geek. And so this is part of my outfit. I've always been into the moon. I've always been a fan. I've always been a fan of the moon, and I love the color blue. That's one of my favorite colors. I love all colors, but I've always been kind of partial to blue. So I am ready to roll. And if anyone is interested in having blue lips, which I'm very grateful for this lipstick. This is by Fenty Beauty. This is one of Rihanna's products. And it is a beautiful periwinkle blue colored lipstick, which for people like me is an awesome thing to have. So I'm just getting all my cards ready, guys. I'm getting everything organized. I'm definitely feeling the Mercury retrograde today. I don't know if y'all have been feeling it, but I know Jacqueline's been feeling it. I'm just, most of the time it hasn't been too bad, but today it's like I'm dropping things and stuff is falling over, and I'm like, oh, it's gonna be one of those days. Okay, I see. It's gonna be one of those. All right. So today I'm definitely feeling that retrograde energy today. It's kind of insane. I feel all over the place. I feel all over the place. A little bit mentally. I'm just like, oh, I'm trying to organize. I did get all of my blue moon readings for you guys. Those are my usual full moon readings, and those are for the next 30-day energetic lunar cycle. So definitely go check those out. Those are all posted now for all 12 of the signs. The messages were really great. I really enjoyed doing them. They were fun. They were really, really good. I liked all the messages that were coming through for each of the signs for this blue moon. So if you want to get a little bit deeper into your personal energy or your more general energy for your sign, absolutely go check those out. Let's see what else is happening today. Let's look at our Celtic wheel of these seasons. Yes, I do have that here, because we always look at that whenever the seasons shift. So here we are leaving Mabon, but we're still kind of in Mabon because it's still the autumn, right? We're still in autumn, that autumn equinox energy, but we're at the midpoint between the beginning of autumn and the beginning of winter. So we're really at that, Samhain, Halloween is really right at that midpoint between autumn equinox and winter solstice. So we're really kind of in the middle of the autumn here. And so there is so much history, there is so much depth and layers that you can get into when studying or researching the history of Samhain, of Halloween, All Souls. And of course, on November 2nd, we also have Dia de los Muertos, which is the Day of the Dead for Latin culture. So to me, this lineup, it's like the, October 31st, November 1st, November 2nd are all very, very strong. Traditionally, they've always been very, very intense, and it's, you know, getting in, we're right in the middle of Scorpio season, right? And so this is the deepest, most intense kind of lifting of the veil sort of time. You know, that's why, like, there's so many celebrations of people who have passed on, loved ones that we miss and still love very much. Of course, for me, that would be my dad. He passed away about 3 years ago almost. There he is, very proudly, very happily holding his plate of fried chicken that he just fixed. He was very, very Southern. And boy, do we miss him and love him. And so I feel very strongly. I think I might be cooking some of his favorite foods for November 2nd, because to me that's really the time when we celebrate the people that, you know, are on the other side, that are in the spirit world. Just because they're not in their physical form anymore doesn't mean they're not with us. That's what I love about the Day of the Dead, is that it celebrates those, you know, that are still with us in spirit. Absolutely still with us in spirit. They just aren't in the corporeal form anymore. So it's really, it's like, you know, I've always loved this holiday. I've always loved Halloween. And so it's like, this just makes me, in some strange way, like, love it and celebrate it even more now that he's in the 5D, in the spirit realm, because it's sort of like, it's that beautiful remembrance. It's like I remember him every day, but this time of year, he loved this time of year. He loved this holiday. And so it just brings me in that feeling like we're even closer. And I think that for anybody that has a passed on loved one or ancestors, and of course we have a lot of ancestors that we never met, like my dad's grandparents, which would be my great grandparents. They were very, very important to my dad. They were really kind of the people that raised him, and he felt very, very connected to them. And I never met them because they had already passed by the time I was born. So it's like, even for that, you know, with this time of year, we're even connecting to the spirits of people that we didn't even meet in the 3D. We're meeting them spirit to spirit, and connecting with them, and bringing in their energies. So it's very, very cool. However you choose to celebrate it or not, however you choose to connect, you know, with that side of life, and afterlife and all of that. It's really, yeah, look at that. Oh, Mary buying some 7-Up for her grandma. That's so cute. Yes. I mean, it's just, isn't it? It's like those little things that that will bring that memory back, right? And it's like, I do feel that. It's like there's still so much with us, living through us, right? Because we are still part of their DNA, they're part of their spirit, they're part of, you know, whatever love and energy they put into us. And so, you know, it's like that's that feeling, is like, you know, I always feel like, you know, part of my dad is still living on in me, and in funny things like my humor and my attitude and my, you know, things that we found were very funny, things that we would laugh about. So yeah, I love the little traditions, those little special things that are very specific to the individual, you know, because, you know, our physical incarnation, that's just our vehicle while we're here on earth for the spirit to do its thing. And so, you know, to me it's sort of like, when the physical form dies away, it's like what's left is our true essence. It's our true spirit. But, you know, the spirit was expressing itself through that body while it was here. So of course we miss it because we're still in this physical form, right? You know, it totally makes sense. And yeah, it's great and fun to celebrate the things that their spirit expressed while they were in their physical form. So, you know, that's my feeling of deep comfort, deep connection, is that even though, oh, I miss my dad so much, guys. I can't, you know, people that have those that are close to them that have passed on, you know how that feels, you know it. But there's that comforting feeling that I know, like now that he's in spirit, we're never really apart, right? It's like no matter where I go, I can talk to him, I can call on him, and I know that he's right there. Whereas when he was in the physical form, it wasn't the same, right? It's not that same thing. So there's things that our loved ones can do after they've passed on that they can't do while they're still in the spiritual. Yeah, Mary. Oh, I feel that. Yeah, they help you daily. Yes, and they do. That is absolutely true. That is so true. So here I am having my having a cup of Scorpio tea. Check it out. Hey, Bro Kai, good to see you, hun. I'm dressed up in my Luna costume. You may recognize that. Oh, I don't think I've seen you in the chat before, but good to see you here. Aw. Well, sometimes, Colin, those tears are very healing. I'll tell you, it is important to cry. Oh, Scorpio tea. I was going to say, she says, is it poisoned? I was going to say, no, I think Scorpio tea is very delicious. It's kind of like a mixture of passion, rage, venom, and love. Me and Bro Kai, we met at the last BronyCon in Baltimore, and he is actually a musician. He's a really good electronic musician. So go check him out. Go check him out. Yeah. Check out his channel. Subscribe to him if y'all are interested in hearing what he does. Yeah, because he's a cool guy. Hey Sarah, thank you so much, sweetie. I'm dressed up in my blue moon. I got my wig on. This thing is so long too. Like if you all could see in the back, this hair is for real. Oh yeah. Scorpio tea is safe for me. They only poison the ones they don't like. So good. We've been in a big shift. Oh, that's awesome, Denise. Yes, moon goddesses unite. That's right. That's it. So happy Samhain to everyone. Like I said, we are right in that midpoint, between the beginning of autumn, the beginning of winter. So it's really a beautiful midpoint that we are sitting in right now. Of course, our next big Celtic seasonal observance will be Yule. It will be the winter solstice. And I'm probably going to be doing, I'll definitely be doing like the same as this, doing, readings and celebrations for that turn of the wheel. And I'm also thinking about doing a little Celtic Christmas music concert, because I am a musician and I love like the winter music. I actually have a whole album of winter music that I recorded myself years ago. And there it is. I do play the harp, I do sing. And yes, Jacqueline, you will be happy to know I am going to be singing a song for the live stream today. Whenever we do a seasonal live stream, I'll bust out a song. Yes, we should collaborate, Brokai. We absolutely should. That is on the agenda for the future. It totally is. Totally is. I am not forgetting about that. Not forgetting about that. Yes. Because I love what you do, and I love what I do, so I think we could blend. We can do that. Oh, Colin, thank you for that blessing, darling. Thanks for that super chat. Much appreciated. You have an awesome Halloween too, and have a good rest of your work day. All right, my guys. So, when we look at our full moons, now that's what makes this interesting about this blue moon, right? The blue moon just means that we have 2 full moons. Oh, I love drum and bass. Yeah, Brokai. We could talk about music all day long, you and me. I'm excited. Brokai, he was awesome. When we were having to wait in lines for autographs and things like that, he had his speakers, and he was playing music. People dancing in the lines. It kept it from getting boring. So when we talk about the blue moons, you know, what that means is that we're having 2 full moons in the same month, right? Because usually we just get 1 full moon for each month. So this means that we had, you know, 2 full moons. We started out October 1st with the Aries full moon, and we're, you know, closing it off with the Taurus full moon tonight. So, it's a little bit interesting. It sort of throws the pattern off a little bit, because, you know, the October full moon is always, it's the hunter's moon, right? It can also be called the harvest moon, right? So that's what we had. That was the moon earlier this month. And so November, you know, technically would be this the beaver moon. But because it landed on today, it's like technically this is actually like the beaver moon, even though it's like the November full moon, even though it's on the last day of October. And so, hey there, Moonchild. Good to see you, sweetie. No, we just started. We just started. So the full moon in November was named after beavers who become active while preparing for the winter, also known as the frost moon, along with the December full moon, some call it the oak moon. So it's the last full moon before the winter solstice, right? So that's the thing, right? But I think, I don't know, we're kind of weird, because this year's moon cycles have been a little strange, and I'm sorry for sniffling, guys. The allergies have been crazy. Oh my gosh. Because like 2 days ago, not kidding, it was up over 80 degrees here. It was hot. The air conditioning was on. And literally that night, like in the course of like a few hours, this huge gust of wind came through, all these winds blew through, and it dropped like to 40 something degrees in one night. Like in one day, it went from 80 to like 40 something. And so like it's driven my my sinuses crazy. So I apologize if I'm sniffling a lot and blowing my nose through this. So yeah, suddenly it became autumn. It was summer. It was summer until like Thursday night. And then suddenly it was like, oh wait, it's supposed to be fall. Oh, okay. All right. All right, guys, so here we go. Yes, the moon is comfortable in Taurus. I love that, Jacqueline. It is true. It is very true. For me, being a Capricorn, I love the Taurus moon. My fellow Earthsteins, take care, Bokai. I'll talk to you soon. Capricorn and Virgo are both really feeling a lot of benefit from this particular full moon because it's an earthy moon. The other thing that I point out, this is our chart for today for our full moon. The other thing that I've pointed out on most of the full moon videos that I just did is that our moon sign here, our full moon in Taurus, is conjunct Uranus today. And that full moon came in, you know, in that tight conjunction to this Aquarius planetary ruler. So to me, it's a very interesting energy because, you know, Uranus is revolutionary. It's radical. It's a shakeups. It's societal change. It's the mass consciousness. It's your unique spirit and expression. And so the moon connected to Uranus, to me, it's very freeing. It's very liberating to our subconscious because the moon is our subconscious drives. And so at the same time that this Taurus energy is very grounding, stabilizing, and centering, Uranus and Aquarius energy that this throws into the mix is very much about freedom, liberation, being yourself, encouraging others to be yourself, truly expressing who you are. So to me, it really liberates us from a lot of things that kept us held back in the past. You know, it's like the things that might have felt like security or safety, we're really seeing them for what they are. And it's very, very nice. It's a very interesting energy. And of course, here we are in our Scorpio sun, which is right across from the moon. So, you know, if you look at like any chart, if you were born with the sun opposing the moon like that, that means you were born on a full moon, right? So here's our Mercury retrograde back in in Libra, and maybe that's why I'm feeling it so much today, because that means Mercury is squaring my Capricorn stuff right now. That's probably why I'm feeling it. So yeah, we've just got a few more days of Mercury retrograde. It does go direct on November 3rd, so that's a really great thing that we have to look forward to very, very quickly. Thank goodness. Whew. But our next blue moon will occur on August 31st, 2023. So we've got almost 3 years before the next one. And then our next blue moon that will occur on a Halloween will not be until 2039. So we will not have this exact lineup again for almost 20 years. It's amazing. It's wild. So guys, that's the breakdown for this. We can expect a lot of strong energy pushing through over this November month. Yeah, it's going to be very strong. It feels like pressure. It feels like intensity. Sometimes it can feel like crisis, personal crisis, you know, societal, global crisis. It can feel like that too. You know, it's those are the ways that it kind of manifests. But really what all of these shifts are there. Yeah, anxieties can come up, sure. Yeah, Amber, I hear that. But it's really, I mean, to me, I have felt it in a sense that I feel more motivated. I feel like there's this real push to really get things done, to really complete some cycles. It's very, very nice overall, even though it creates this inner intensity. Every time I feel that pressure, I'm like, just remember, the pressure is there to get you to get moving, to get you motivated, to get the sparks flying, to get, you know, enough friction to make you uncomfortable enough to where you move, where you take action, where you don't just sit there and fall into apathy or complacency. Because that is, you know, that's what those squares do for us. That's what those retrogrades do for us. Yeah, Sarah, see that? Yeah, completing lots of projects. That's perfect. That's perfect for this time of year and time of what we're going through. You know, this next couple of months, you know, Saturn will be completing its tour of Capricorn. Will not be back in that sign for almost another 30 years. So it's a big push. It's a big push of completion. And when you're really working with Saturn, it's very important. You have to work with Saturn. If you don't work with Saturn, he gets mad and then he smacks you. You know, it's the way it works. But if you work with Saturn and you take the directive and you take the initiative and you shoulder those responsibilities and you barrel through and you just do the regular good old hard work, yeah, it'll reward you in big, big ways. Yeah, I saw y'all talking about the Pisces blue moon reading. That was actually one of the nicest readings for the blue moon. I loved it. That Pisces reading was pretty awesome. It was very, very good. It was actually one of the best ones, which made me really happy because the Venus and Libra read for Pisces was kind of, oh. So then last night I did that. I was like, good. I was like, Pisces has good stuff too. Yay. Yeah, Saturn is the karmic lord of time. Definitely. Saturn is the karmic lord of time. It rules, you know, timing. And that's why we can seem to be real procrastinating. We're not really procrastinating. We're waiting for the exact right timing. Yeah, it's like, so that's very much what you will feel. Is that there is this element of time. There's an element of time involved with all of this. Right now, of course, you know, not only is Saturn in those last degrees of Capricorn, but Jupiter is as well. Jupiter, Saturn, and Pluto are all conjunct, 3 of them, moving through the sign of Capricorn right here. There they are. There's Jupiter, there's Pluto, there's Saturn. They're all in Capricorn, chugging right along. And so, you know, Pluto will remain in Capricorn until 2024. But Jupiter and Saturn by the end of the year will be in Aquarius. They will be progressed up to Aquarius, so it's going to be a very different thing. Oh, baking project, Jacqueline. That sounds great. I'm going to bake a banana bread later. I got to bake something on Halloween. I probably should be a pumpkin bread, but I got bananas in there that are ready to be made into a bread. So that's what's going to be happening here in the kitchen of the Casa de la Dragon. All right, my darlings. Now let's as promised, I will be singing a song for you all. Yes, because if I don't, Jacqueline's gonna cry, and we can't have that. We just can't have that. So I have got, this is a song that I have loved for many years, called Ian Glyn Cuick. It's a Scottish Gaelic song, Scottish Gaelic, that I learned from the singing of a group called Capercaillie. And it's kind of a tragic song in some ways, because it's very much about a woman who's heartbroken over this guy named John. It's like it's a Celtic Dear John letter, right? But she's basically telling him, look, if your heart's turned cold and you're just not able to return my affection, then I am moving on, and I wish you well, and I give you my blessings going forward. It's really sort of a song of heartbreak and acceptance and letting go. So it's pretty cool. It's actually pretty cool. Hey there, Nicholas. I've got my Luna wig on for Halloween, so I'm sure you recognize that. All right, guys. So here we go to set the mood for our readings today. Is this beautiful traditional song called Ian Glyn Cuick. Oh, Ian Glyn Cuick, do codes gadul da fas, kubak lak nandul, segum kanum bagasuas gufar. Shido fir sadas green, adag migochin legrad, snake chronodrins, o wuladokin gutal. Agantrien jodoklu, kakon misharun ankel, skrifetjaneush, nar kolafodruan rigren. Kumbamien modahul, avisha jingotu hadiad, smajavarin morus, ervan ora akruanya foske. Ianu, kumelektum effinerku, gun kaineru, avahinerun ertus, katug mische mospes, doderela von greinatu, Iskachares moyet, gazan karer mokre sanu. Gedekin turum for, velhuyan gantrus makjas, svulagas urkur, kun kebubuan dograd. Ag me kake me boad, skonde kosima tugnar fjag, tome vani kadje, there we have it. That's a beauty. I love that song. Thank you, guys. Thank you. That's a good letting go song. That really is. That's a good one. Yeah. The lyrics are, wow. I might put the chihuahua in a coma. Hey, if someone can put a chihuahua in a coma, you know you're doing something right. Yeah, that's the old bardic tradition. The old bardic tradition says that, you know, all your songs should either induce laughter, tears, or sleep. Those are the three things you're trying to get when you sing a song in the bardic Celtic tradition is tears, laughter, or sleep. Those are the things you go for if you're gonna be a good singer, songstress. All right, my darlings. So if you are interested in purchasing any of my music, I do have 4 CDs available. You know, for 20 bucks, I'll send one out to you. So if you send a $20 super chat or you make a $20 donation to my PayPal account, just put a note on there that you would like a CD from me and give me your mailing address and I will send you one. Yes, of your choice. Yes. Yes, because I do. I have, this is actually my winter song CD. This is the one that I'm going to be doing a little live stream Celtic Christmas concert around winter solstice. So yes, I will be, I do have these for purchase for anybody that's interested. I play the harp, I play piano, guitar, I sing, and on my CDs I had some really great, you know, friends that were also musicians play with me. So it includes violin, cello, flute. They're really beautiful. I recorded this one in Portland, Oregon. I recorded most of my stuff in Portland, Oregon when I was living there. And so yeah, they've done well. They've done well, especially when I was performing all the time. Yeah, I play the Celtic harp, which actually one of them that I have is in this photograph here. That's my biggest Celtic harp that I have. And I play the piano and guitar. And so, are you from Portland, Mary? Oh, that's where I lived. I lived in Portland, Oregon for almost 8 years. Yeah. I played there a lot. I played a lot of music when I was living in Oregon. So, yeah. So it's definitely a work of the heart. All of the songs on that winter album especially are very old, very unique winter songs. I call it my anti-Christmas Christmas album because it's like, you know, I'm not a big fan of like cheesy Christmas music, right? You know, it's like, but I do love like the winter solstice and I love like the old traditional, you know, solstice kind of songs. So that's mostly what that is. Yeah. Yeah. With a little bit of some of the traditional songs thrown in, but some really pretty ones. It's a good one. Yeah, Marigold. Yeah, I agree. I love Portland too. I still have a lot of friends there, so yeah, I try to visit when I can. It's very cool. I really enjoyed it when I. Yeah, Jacqueline, I hear you on that one. Though, if you ever want to hear something really, really funny, search on YouTube for the "All I Want for Christmas Is You" mashup. They did someone did a mashup with that song and "The Beautiful People" from Marilyn Manson, which is absolutely hilarious. It works better than you think it would. And Marilyn Manson is a fellow Capricorn, so go goats! Go goats! All right, y'all. So let's get into, yeah, I like the vintage Christmas songs. Like on my winter song album, I recorded "Oh Holy Night." I recorded, you know, Jeanette Isabel. So there's a few, you know, on there that, and Green Sleeves, right? But there's some really, really oldies on there, including one of my favorites, the Cuddy Wren. The Cuddy Wren. is a crazy winter song that's from the late 1300s, from England, and it's pretty awesome. It's got some interesting lore behind it, yes. So let's go ahead. Let's start our readings for the collective. Let's see what our Samhain, our Halloween are bringing through for us. We've looked at the astrology, so now we're going to get into our cards. And then I'm going to do individual readings after that for each sign. So we will do, one for the collective to start out, and then we're going to get into ones for each person, each sign. Yeah. All right, so let's start out with some tuning forks. Always got to get our sonic vibrations going on. Woo-hoo. All right, so we got that. And now we got to burn something. Now we need some fire, right? We got to have it. So let's go ahead and get I'm going to just burn it on this candle. Nice steady flame here going. The dragon fire gets going here. Got to get it. So let's just get that. Yes. Nice, Sarah. Sounds awesome. Yeah. Oh, and my goodness. Speaking of moons and full moons, guys, you have got to go watch this movie. Oh, my word. It's called Over the Moon. It's on Netflix, and it's freaking amazing. And if you've been listening to my live streams in the past, you know that I'm crazy about rabbits. You know that I have 3 pet rabbits, and I'm really, really into the moon legends about the rabbit in the moon and like the Asian, traditions. Like this would be like they would be doing their autumn moon festivals like tonight, yeah. And so because for them it's the rabbit is in the moon, right? And so this movie, oh my word, it's so good. It's called Over the Moon. It's on Netflix, and it is all about the Chinese moon goddess Chang'e, and the jade rabbit, the rabbit in the moon that creates the elixir of immortality. And I am crazy about those legends and that lore. I have been into that for many years, and so when I saw that, I was like, ah! I was like, oh yeah, it'll make you cry. It's beautiful. Oh, it's so good. I'm definitely gonna watch it again. The music is really good in it too. The lady that does the voice of the moon goddess is Philippa Sue, who was in Hamilton. And oh no, it is so good. Like, I guess, yeah, no, I mean, I felt like I got to watch like a Disney movie for free, like like a new one, right? Yeah, I know. Oh, I was crying in such a good way. In such a good way. It was like, oh yes, because there's a lot of stories, there's a lot of lore about the rabbit in the moon, and the lunar autumn lunar festivals and celebrations in China and Japan. And so I haven't seen Hamilton live, but Philippa Sue, she's awesome in it. Yeah, I've heard the soundtrack. It's really good. It's really good. Her voice is amazing. She's a wonderful singer. Just has that real strong like Broadway voice, which is like just so good. And so but yeah, so that's like, oh, my grandmother's really sick. Oh no. Oh, Silver Star, I am so sorry to hear that. Oh, baby. Oh, lots of love to you. We'll definitely be sending some good prayers and well wishes your way. A lot of energetic vibes will come to you from the folks in this chat. That's for sure. That's for sure. Yes, yes. And it is that yeah, that movie is very much about that. It's so much about like death and acceptance and letting go and loving again. It's an intense story. It's like we need that right now. We need that right now. Yeah. The ultimate dragon, Godzilla. Yeah. Yeah. That's definitely a dragon. It's a land-based dragon. Yes. So Silver Star, let's just send some intentions to her right now. Let's just send some intentions around her to Silver Star Priestess. Dear angels, dear guardians, guides, ancestors, all of her angels, all of her personal guards and ancestors and loved ones, just please be around her right now. Hold her close in your energy and your love and your protection. Put a lot of white and golden light around her heart chakra center to keep her feeling more protected and more uplifted. And just whatever anyone wants to add in here, you know, as well. We're thinking about you. You're a big part of our channel. You're a big part of our group. And we're just sending you a whole lot of love, darling. And I hope everything's going to be okay. But, you know, sometimes it's just that it's hard, you know. There's just no other way about it. It's just hard. I know that feeling. Boy, do I know that feeling. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I love that there's such a good feeling of support in this room. It's always wonderful. Always a good feeling. Definitely. We are here for everyone. Yeah, I know. I hear you, Silver. Ugh, I was just talking earlier about my dad who passed almost 3 years ago, and it's one of those things. It's never fun when it happens, even though we know it's inevitable. That's the thing, you know. Oh, it's rough when it happens like that. Yeah. That's true, Sarah. That is the absolute truth. Yep. They never do. They never do. I feel like when someone you really love, you know, passes, it's like you have a guardian angel for forever. Oh wow, 92. My goodness. You know, I heard Sean Connery passed today, at 90 years old, right? I heard that he has passed, which, I mean, it's like it's sad, but at the same time not. That's a grateful life. It is, you know. My dad was only 75 when he passed. I wish he had gotten another 15 years or more. I wish, oh, so much. My goodness. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Yes, James Bond. I know. Yeah, he was 90. So Sean Connery, yeah, is now in the ether. He's in, he is part of the Universal. Hey there, Shanta. Good to see you, sweetheart. Yeah. I know. He was a Scot. He was a Scottish guy. That's a big part of my ancestry. Funny, that song I sang was a Scottish Gaelic. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, Jacqueline, that's a good movie. That's a good movie. Yes. My dad liked that one too. Oh. Oh, Silver Star. She says she's ready. My grandfather passes with her waiting. Oh. Wow. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Wow. Oh my goodness. Thanks, Shanta. I like my blue too. Halloween is the best time. You can dress up with whatever you want. Of course, I do that anyway, but you know. Oh yeah, Coco is amazing. I love that movie too. Oh, Silver Star, you are not a downer at all. This is what we're here for. This is absolutely what we're here for. You know, it's like we're here to really, you know, get through the real cycles of life. You know, to me, that's not a downer at all. No, it is, to me, in America especially, we don't have a very healthy relationship with death. We actually kind of behave like if someone dies, something really wrong happened. Like we're like, oh, that shouldn't have happened. It's like, but it happens to everyone. Why is it so, why do we handle it so poorly? And it's sort of like when, you know, and I experienced that when my dad passed. It's like everyone comes around like right after someone dies and they're bringing you food and flowers and they're coming over and, but then, you know, not long after that, they're nowhere to be found. 3 years later, you might be missing that person even more, right? And yet nobody is asking how you're doing at that point. And it's like when someone you love passes like that, that never really, that missing them never really goes away. And in some ways, I just feel like it's sort of like it there's this feeling for me that like with my dad, I'll show him again because you know him with his chicken, him at the football games. He was such a spunky spirit. He was an Aquarius with Scorpio rising and Scorpio moon. He was a very interesting person. He was just so real. My dad was just so freaking real. Like he just, you know, and I just feel like, you know, it takes you closer to the time when you'll pass over. That's how I feel for myself, whether other people feel that or not. It's like when you start to lose the people that you love and you know they're on the other side, it's sort of like it makes you kind of get to that point where you're like, well, maybe transitioning isn't so bad, and one day when I do that, I'll be in the collective with them. And so it's like the people that go before you, they kind of pave the way. They give you something to look forward to in that sense. It's very interesting to me. It's almost like, you know, as much as we may enjoy the earthly plane or existence, it also has its fair share of ups and downs and difficulty and, you know, emotions and trials and challenges and so I think that death in some ways is sort of this release. It's a letting go. It's like going back into the flow, into the stream, in the collective, right? And that's kind of how I feel. It's like, you know, to me, it's like I've never been afraid of death. It's just never been something. A lot of people are afraid of it. I'm not afraid of it. I think actually it's kind of awesome. Like it is the ultimate mystery, you know, at the end of life. That's why our little Scorpios, you know, they were in the Scorpio season right now, and they are all about, you know, life and death and transition and rebirth. And so to me it's just part of it's part of this natural cycle of, you know, we come down here and we do this for a little bit, and then we go back where we're supposed to be. Yeah. Fry King, are you okay? Yeah. Oh, Moonchild, that's funny. That's funny. She's like, get me some flowers, honey. That's awesome. You got a feisty grandma. That's pretty awesome. I like that. That's cool as heck. She's like, you get me some good flowers now. Oh, that's sweet. It's like that's cute. It's sassy and salty and sweet all at the same time. That's adorable. Moonchild. You're having a time over there, aren't you? You're having a time. Oh my goodness. We will set up your reading this week, Moonchild. I got a bunch of folks to do readings for this week. So yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to that. But let's go ahead and get into the collective. Let's get into the our Halloween reading and see what energies are coming through for us. We're gonna ask and see what's on the horizon, what we're feeling, what we're doing right now. I'm gonna start out with the Dragon Oracle. Woo-hoo-hoo. I'm gonna pull 3 from that. These are gonna be kind of in a past, present, future layout, but you can take all of these energies very much to the heart. Yes. So angels, ancestors, guardians, divine beings of light, helpers, healers, all of our passed on loved ones. Let's see what we have for our Halloween, for our Samhain, blue moon, full moon night. What will we be working with? What will we be expecting over this next 6 weeks, month and a half period, through this next half of our autumn? See what we have got coming up. What do we need to be aware of? Oh, like these dragons. They look good. So we've got the earth and water dragon. So to me, I like this very much that this is coming up first, because this is right now the balance of earth and water. We have the water sign of Scorpio and our sun, and we have the Taurus moon with our earth. So creating a foundation for new growth, a fresh start is coming with new opportunities. Nurture your ideas and harvest the abundance. That's a big message that's been coming through kind of a lot with many of our readings lately, is this message of new beginnings, new abundance, a new feeling of prosperity. Taurus moon is very good for building prosperity. So our next dragon that came up is the pure white dragon from Orion. Transforms your ascension knowledge into pure wisdom. Process what you know. Act with truth and honesty. Let your wings of light grow and expand. So that is a beautiful, beautiful energy coming through, of taking us to the higher level. That's another thing that's been coming through, is wisdom, growing in knowledge, growing in awareness. And then we have the rose pink dragon. So this is all about that heart chakra center. Prepares your heart to connect with the higher facets of the cosmic heart. Open your heart to warm-hearted love and diamond light. Connect with the love of the universe. So these are very, very nice. Hey there, magician. Good to see you. So now let's get some energies from our animal guides. Let's see what the animal spirits are bringing through for us for this time of the year. Let's see what we have got. But I love that earth and water dragon. That is great, because to me that's our balance right now, is our earth and water energies. Yes. Wow, okay, we got some lizard action going on. So definitely very, very dragony feeling to me. We have got the lizard spirit, dream the world into being. So talk about some manifesting. And I love the artwork in this. They even put little wings on the lizard, like he's a little mini dragon. So cute. But yeah, to me, this is all about manifesting your dreams. The lizard is a dream animal spirit. It is. It's all about those dreams, those daydreams, and bringing them into reality. And look at this. We have our chameleon spirit. So act as if. That means act as if you already have it. Act as if this abundance, this prosperity, this ascension, this wisdom is already yours. You've already got it. You've already got it, guys. When you behave as if you already have what you want, you draw it to you so much easier. Yeah, the lizard does remind me of the scorpion a little bit, doesn't it? But they're, you know, to me, they're both very desert animals. They're both very desert beings, right? They know how to survive in those hot, dry climates. And then I love our last card here is the starfish, opening to infinite possibility, sitting on top of that rose pink dragon for the heart chakra. To me, it's opening your heart to greater love, greater potentials in love, going to a higher level in all of our love relationships, and opening that heart chakra up to what could truly be. Because I think it gets really easy for us to stay kind of stuck in an energetic vibe where we're like, well, it's only been this way. It'll only always be this way. I'll always be living at this kind of bare minimum in my love life or emotional center. And, you know, if that's what you believe and that's what you stay in, that's what you're going to keep getting more of. There's no doubt about it. So when we open up to something bigger and bolder and we go, you know what, I could have that. You know what, I will have that. How about that? You know, it's like we really change the narrative. We change our vibration so much. Oh, you did? Yeah, see, the chameleon, to me, that's also flexibility. That's also versatility, because that's, of course, what the chameleon is known for, is taking on the colors of its surroundings. And so, yeah, it's really about being flexible. Very much like, you know, a little bit go with the flow. You know, being open, being very open to, you know, what your environment dictates. You know, it's like bloom where you're planted. Yeah, that kind of feeling. So let's get a zodiac sign from our zodiac cards. We're going to do our astrology cards, and I'm going to see what's coming in around the sign. What sign is the most strengthened, highlighted? What kind of lessons we're all learning? What is the big focus for us all? Virgo, look at that. That is our energy that we're all kind of focusing in on. You know, dutiful, hesitant, humble, discriminating, diligent, taking care of business, clearing things, cleansing, detoxing, purging, getting to that point of, you know, stronger health, better routines, you know, getting rid of old routines that aren't good for you anymore, right? So this is really saying this next 6 weeks, take extra good care of yourself, be really good to who you are, eat well, sleep enough, exercise, do all the things that are good. If you want to start a new good routine, this is the time to do it. This is going to be a really, really good period for that. So let's get into a planet. Let's see what planet is most highlighted energetically through this next 6 weeks of our second half of autumn. Look at that. Mars is our planet. What a surprise. Action Jackson there, I'm telling you. And Mars is going to be going direct on November 14th. So this is definitely getting ready to be in a strong place. And Mars, of course, is going to be in Aries until the end of the year. So to me, it is very highlighted. It's very much in its power. And it is about getting things done. It's about going forward. It's about, you know, acting with certainty and strength and getting what you want. Getting what you want. You know, and not sitting on things, because, you know, it's Mars connected with the Virgo energy in this read. It really is. It's so much about, you know, acting on things that are going to be healthy for you, establishing those new routines, and really getting after it. Don't just sit and think, oh, yeah, I'll do that one day. It's like, no, do it now. That's Aries. Do it now. Get it now. So let's get one more card from our astrology deck. We are going to do a house card. The houses in the astrological wheel are the stages which the action takes place on. So let's see where this takes place. So where is the action happening in our lives? Look at that. Ooh, the 12th house, the Pisces house. Look at that spirituality, right? Talk about passed on loved ones and messages from the other side, or the figures from the other side, right? So to me, very interesting. You know, this is a house of clearing. This is a house of, you know, release, surrender. Again, it's got a similarity to Virgo in the way that it's, you know, letting go of things in a very deep, profound way, clearing the decks, because the 12th house is the last house. And so, you know, it's getting us ready for the energy of the first house, which is all about the new beginnings. But first, we have to clear away the old. We have to clear away the things that are not working for us anymore. So to me, when you put these three together, you know, Virgo energy, Mars being the planet, and the 12th house being the area it's acting out on, we have a lot of cleansing and clearing and detoxing, both on a physical and spiritual level. And it's definitely time to take action on this. Definitely time to move with it, because Mars says, go get it. Go get it. Don't sit on it. Don't wait on it. It is not time for pondering anymore. It is time for action. It is time for taking the reins, taking the lead, going after what you want. I love that. It's very, very, very deep. So let's get into our Witch's Wisdom and our Witch's Kitchen cards. We're going to pull a little bit of that out on here. See which ones we get, what energies are strongest with us through the next 6 weeks, starting with Samhain. Ooh, okay. I like these. Oh my goodness. All right. So we have the tarot card. Isn't that cool? We have an actual card about cards with the keyword of guidance. So I think that we are going to be really pulling into interpreting the signs, the symbols, understanding deeper what's coming our way. You know, if you're drawn to do tarot, or drawn to, you know, want to do your own readings, that's coming through. You may be watching more stuff like what I do, to really understand how to proceed, right? This is really about, how do I proceed? Give me a plan on how to manifest, because this is all coming up into that column with the lizard and the earth and water dragon. It's like, how do I get my guidance? How do I get my wisdom? Right in the center, we have the Yule card, right? There is our winter solstice. That's what we're building up to. So to me, that's a very strong sign that what we are working on this next 6 weeks is really going to set the stage for what we bring through in that winter season. It's about rebirth, right? The returning of the light. Because, you know, we're gaining our hour. We're getting our hour back, which makes me very happy. But, you know, this does signal the time when where's trying to get my brain, when the days become shorter and darker, right? And so that's where, you know, when we get to the Yule, that's when the light starts to return, right? So that's really what that celebrates. That's why it's all about returning of the light. So going into our next stage, look at this. We have got the Chalice card of fulfillment. How could that get any nicer? This is like Ace of Cups energy, right? This is just that ultimate spiritual and emotional bliss, opening up to the infinite possibilities. There's that heart chakra. Ooh, I think for a lot of folks, love and relationships, they're going to be very different by the time we start heading into Yule and into winter. It really is. And so much of this is just opening up. Hey there, Clavid. David. That's actually David. Good to see you. I haven't seen you in forever. I'm so happy to have you join us. So let's pull some Witch's Kitchen cards. These are the ones that have the herbs or the magical plants on them. Let's see what those bring to us as well. What are some good magical plants to use during this time of year? Focus our intentions. Oh, I love this. Oh my goodness. Okay, so on top of the tarot card of guidance, we have the St. John's wort, the spirited, right? St. John's wort is really good for a lot of things. It's really great for a lot of things that people aren't actually aware of. It's good for pain. It's good for depression. So you know, this could be something that's very helpful. You can take this. It's very, very good stuff. So if you've been feeling kind of down, kind of, you know, disheartened, you might want to take a little St. John's wort. It's very good. It's very good stuff. So on top of our Yule, our winter solstice card, look what we have. We have thyme. I love thyme. Thyme is one of my favorite herbs for cooking, and it brings through the energy of courage. So to me, this is saying persist, persevere, don't give up. Even through these cold months, good things are on the horizon. And look what we have on the outcome on top of the chalice. Look at this. We have got the rose of romance. I feel like this next 6 weeks is very, very strong for love, for romance, for bringing people into union and togetherness. We've got the pink dragon. We've got the starfish. Staying open to possibilities, all in that same line. This is beautiful. Yeah, a lot of love energy is really coming through by the time we get into the winter. Very, very nice. So let's throw a little tarot on this. Let's see what we got. I got my Halloween tarot. Oh yeah, thyme is good for coughs. Thyme is great for chest health. It is. It's very good. But it's also just delicious. It's very good in anything like with lemon juice or lemon. It really enhances that flavor. Oh, it's so yummy. Yes, it does. All right, so let's get some Halloween tarot on this spread. Let's see a little bit more deeply into these messages. And then once we finish that, we will be getting into our individual reads for each sign. Let me do that again. I had these turned upside down. Let me shuffle just one more time, guys. That feels good. Yeah, look at this. Okay, so in our beginning of our cycle, what do we got? Death card, transformation, Scorpio energy. So we definitely are very strongly rooted in the energy of Halloween, of Samhain right now, of the Scorpio season, because we are experiencing that transformation, death, and rebirth energy. Look at this. I feel, oh, this is beautiful. I mean, it's like Three of Swords. How clear could that be? It's like death to heartache, death to heartbreaks, no more heartaches, no more loss, letting that go, anything that's hurt you, any transitions that have been difficult, shaking those swords right out of that heart and moving towards something so much better. I've felt that coming through with a lot of the reads I've done this past week. Is that there's this, it's time to release heartache and heartbreak. Right in the center, we have our Page of Pumpkins. So there's our new adventures new beginnings, investing our energy in something new. That's a very nice earthy energy, especially for our full moon in Taurus right now. Has a really, really good vibration. So to me, that's like the little adventure card. It always is. And look at that with the sun. See how much more positive on top, and this is coming out on top of that Yule, the winter solstice, right? The return of the sun. I mean, literally, this is a beautiful read, guys. So much more positivity, much more good luck. And then on top of that, all that romance energy in the outcome, we have got the Six of Swords, the Six of Bats. So to me, this is all about letting go of the pain, the difficulties, miscommunications, any kind of, wires being crossed, leaving behind the choppy waters, going to that place of peace, balance, a greater harmony. Very, very nice. And there's our high priestess. So to me, it is also using your intuition, being seated in your power. We are working with a very strong lunar energy today. So that is so much our high priestess. But it's really like it's tapping into that calmer, more peaceful, intuitive place and leaving behind overthinking, leaving behind anxiety, worries, big fears, all of that kind of thing. Ooh, we got High Priestess on the bottom of this deck too. So that's extra doubled up. Look at that. There is that. I mean, that's a strong message there. Oh yeah, this is exactly what I was saying on the bottom of these two decks. Turning loose of anxiety, overthinking, worrying, all of that kind of stuff, and getting into this balanced, peaceful place, this more intuitive place where you're able to make better choices because you're listening more clearly to that inner voice. Ooh. Nice read. Nice read for our Halloween season here. Our Scorpio season. Which will soon be Sagittarius season. Which is kind of funny, right? We're going from Scorpio to Sag later on in November. All right, y'all. These were great. These were really nice. Woohoo. I'm going to take a quick restroom break, guys, because I have been sitting here drinking my Scorpio tea. And it's kind of going right through me. So I will be just a moment, and I will be right back to start the reads for each person. So I will be right back. All right, I have returned. Woohoo! Much better. All right, let's see what we have got, guys. I'm very excited to see what's gonna come up for us tonight. So let's see where we're at. Let me just put all these aside and get the board cleared here. And just hit that 4. Yes, we're going to start. We're just going to go in order. Yeah, we're just going to go in order from Aries through Pisces. I hope you're doing good, David. It's been a minute since I talked to you or heard from you, and I know things have not been the easiest. So I really hope that things are getting better for you. I really want that for you. You're a really good dude, and I'm happy to see you. I'm happy to see you in the chat tonight. Get a little bit of that. Get a little bit of that. All right. All right, Aries, Aries, Aries. What have we got for Aries for Samhain? Yeah, it's a big time of healing and transition, David. Trust me, you're not alone. You're not alone, babe. Yeah. Oh, Silver Star, well, we feel better when you're here. We're very happy to have you. Very, very happy to have you in the chat. All right, Aries, guardians, ancestors, guides. What do we have for you for this next 6-week period of time, the second half of autumn, starting today with Halloween, with Samhain? Let's see what we have for Aries. What is your key focus here? Happiness, yes. Aries, very, very positive, very bright energy around you. Big transformations, of course, too, with the butterflies, right? It's all about changing your mindset. If you have been feeling down at all, if you've been feeling heavy, if things have not been the easiest, which I know for a lot of my Aries folks, they have not been the easiest. That is very, very true. Because you've got so much pressure going from all the Capricorn planets. So let's see what we get in the tarot for you. But this is about changing up your energetic vibration. This is about changing that energy into something that is much more positively aligned, and embracing your personal joy. Yes, this is an intense read, Aries. Look at this. We have got our 5 of Pumpkins. So this is coming out, really showing that there has been a feeling of loneliness, isolation, being cut off, left in the cold, something like that going on. There's that disconnect, right? And so this is really encouraging you to get up, to change things, to make the move, go around the side of that corner of that building and go in there where the lights are on. Do not stay left out in the cold, because this is something that's been worrying you. It's been frustrating. It's been causing a lot of sleepless nights, tears, dark night of the soul kind of energy. In the center, we have our 7 of Cups, 7 of Ghosts. So to me, this is a feeling of, a lot of options emotionally. You can be feeling a little overwhelmed emotionally, like, what choice do I make? Where do I go? What do I do next? But knowing that you are going to have to make a decision very soon. And, I think that a lot of the cloudiness you're currently feeling has to do with Mars and Mercury both being retrograde. So I would say, after we clear out of that energy, after November 14th, especially going forward, you're going to be feeling a lot better. A lot of this overwhelmed kind of feeling is going to dissipate. Yeah, and you will be seeing a lot more clearly, especially by the time we're through that Scorpio season, because there's our Judgment card. That is ruled by Pluto. That's a very Scorpio energy. It's rebirth, revival, regeneration. the past returning in a very positive way. So on the outcome card for this season, we have our death card. So this, again, it's to me a very, very strong time of big transformations, transitions, letting old things go in the past. You know, Scorpio season is very intense for you, Aries. It is. It's an intense time. Aries and Scorpio do have a connection because in the old days, before Pluto was discovered as the ruler of Scorpio, Mars was considered the ruler of Scorpio as well as Aries. So you two do share that planetary rulership energy. Yeah, and look at that, stepping into the Hierophant. And there's our actual balance today. Very, very interesting. You know, there's our Scorpio energy, there's our Taurus energy. The sun today in Scorpio, full blue moon in Taurus today. So there is your polarity. The Hierophant is all about committing to a spiritual path, committing to what is true for you, what is right for you, going to the next level, and being very devoted to it. Being very devoted to it. Two of Bats, there we are, same thing. You've got decisions that are gonna have to be made. If you've been weighing them for a long time, which I definitely kind of feel that with the Four of Cups, there's been some procrastinating energy around you, Aries, where it's like, how do I make this choice? How do I make this decision? I know I'm going to have to. And so that is coming up. You will be making some big choices that will probably cut some things out of your life and maybe cut some other things in, right? It's a big change. So let's get an affirmation on this for you. Look at that. Now that's an interesting card to bring through for Aries, since you are a very masculine sign, but there's that goddess card, healing feminine energy. So I think no matter whether you align as more masculine or more feminine, you are healing that feminine, sensitive, nurturing side of yourself over this next 6 weeks period. Very, very cool. All right. Let's tap those cards. Let's get the energy cleared. We are going to be digging into Taurus. Taurus, how are you doing out there, my darlings? This is your special full moon. You are the blue moon today, tonight. And so, yeah, let's see what's coming up for our Taurus folks for this next 6-week cycle, starting today with Halloween, with Samhain. Let's see what we have for Taurus, spirit, angels, and guides. Ooh, look at this one. We have career coming up as the key word for Taurus for this next 6 weeks. So you may be advancing in your career. You could be changing a career. Taurus energy is very much about planting, you know, seeds, planting something to grow, to nurture, to cultivate, because one day it's going to be this tree and you can see that coming in the future. So let's get into our tarot. Let's see what we have for Taurus. But this next, you know, month and a half, that could be a very strong time of career growth, of career transition, maybe more money coming up, maybe a promotion or a raise would be very nice. So let's see what we've got in our Halloween tarot for you, Taurus. I like it. Look at that. So we're starting out with your own energy, King of Pumpkins. A lot of people say this is a more Capricorn or Virgo card, but I personally always feel strong Taurus energy with the King of Pentacles, because we have, you know, the bull, the, you know, on the throne, and it's really like that's your energy. This is all about balance, grounding, stability, making good choices with your money, making good choices around that career, around that vocation going forward. The King of Pentacles is also very balanced between the masculine and the feminine energies. You know, very much in that masculine leadership role, but also very much enjoying, you know, the pleasures of the sensual world in that feminine area. So I love that. So let's get a clarifier there for you. Three of Swords. Yeah, I mean, oh, Taurus. Y'all are going through it. This is a time, you know, where you're really working to change this Three of Swords. That's very much what I feel for this. You know, this is a time where you're really trying to gain stability either after a heartbreak, you know, gaining something that is very grounding for you. You know, this could have been a heartbreak that really threw you off your, you know, off your axis, off of your stability, really kind of threw you for a loop. So let's go ahead. I'm going to sage that card. And just like our friend Ramblin' Mike, we are going to shake those swords. Hold on one second. Out, out, out. Get out of Taurus's heart. We're not going to put up with that anymore. We're clearing that energy for you. Right in the center, we have the Two of Imps, the Two of Wands. So this is all about new doors opening, new beginnings. Can sometimes mean you're choosing between two doors, Taurus. That may be like, okay, door number 1 or door number 2. Which one do I want? Which one should I choose? So that can be part of that too. But mostly I feel with the Two of Wands, it is very much about new doors opening, a new life, a new rebirth. You may be, you know, dealing with a heartache right now. You may be still healing. You may be still doing some processing work. But before you know it, there's going to be a feeling of doors opening, of change, of rebirth. Yes, an Eight of Pentacles. So I would say, Taurus, if you have a choice between two different situations or two different doors, do the one that actually feels the most stable and maybe doesn't happen quite as fast. If you're choosing between two jobs, I would take the one that maybe isn't quite as glamorous, but it feels a lot more stable because that's more lasting. It's more rewarding over time with that Eight of Pentacles, right? So going into the outcome, we do have the Tower. That is Mars energy. Mars is very highlighted right now as we go forward over this next 6 weeks. So to me, that is Spirit intervening to take down some old structures and some old circumstances that were no longer for your best. You couldn't take them along with you into your future. And look at that. Yeah, I mean, I would say that, Taurus, don't procrastinate. If there are things that you know that you need to do, if there are structures that really need to fall and they need your help being pulled down, just go ahead and do it, because you are procrastinating on that a little bit. It's sort of like, I don't know if I should, but if you procrastinate on it for too long, Spirit will intervene and it'll feel a lot more chaotic. It'll feel more difficult than it really does need to be. So on the underneath, we do have the Five of Imps. Oh, Taurus, you are feeling the fire. You're feeling the heat right now. You know, you may be feeling some tension within. You might be having little arguments or little conflicts with people. I don't see that as getting really out of hand or really awful. It's not like that with Five of Wands, but there's definitely that feeling of like, you know, pushback. Three of Cups, though. So on the outcome, pretty good stuff. You could be having some tiffs with friends or family right now that you're working through, but you know, sometimes it takes fire. Sometimes it takes a little spark, a little friction to get things moving. So I'm never going to be against it. Let's see what we have for your affirmation on this. I love this card. Yes, Taurus, abracadabra with wings. This is fantastic good fortune and lucky chances. So even though there is some adjustment, even though there is working through some elements of, I think, you know, letting some things go, stepping into some new realms and dimensions, overall, your career is highlighted. You know, good fortune, greater luck is highlighted. So that's a nice, strong reading for you, Taurus, especially on that plane of manifesting. Very, very nice. All right. So let's get into our next sign. Let's clear these cards out. And Gemini is up next. Gemini is up next. All right, my Geminis. What do we have for Gemini, Spirit? Sun, yeah, well, to me, tonight I am abracadabra with a wig. Moonchild. Oh my goodness, yes. Tonight we are having wig time. Yes, yes. Oh my goodness. All right, let's see what we have for you, Gemini, for this next 6-week cycle, starting tonight with Halloween. This will be our second half of autumn. Let's see what we are bringing through, what Spirit has to show for Gemini. Let's start with a key word for you. Oh, yeah, Gemini. Gemini has been going through definitely some heavy times, and it's coming through with this grieving card. And look at that. We've got that butterfly on top, our symbol of transformation and rebirth. And so for the Geminis, a big reason for that is because you've got all that Capricorn energy moving through that universal 8th house of Scorpio for you. That is what's bringing through a lot of this heaviness, a lot of that sort of death energy, that rebirth, that phoenix from the ashes. So this next 6 weeks, Gemini, this is a time when, you will be very closely in contact with people, your loved ones that have passed on into the spirit world. I think that you will also be, turning loose of some old grief. If somebody has passed recently, you're definitely doing that, grief and mourning process. But it's a very powerful time of transformation and transition for you. So let's see what the tarot has got for our Geminis for this next 6 weeks, for this second half of autumn here. I'm really feeling this one. Gemini, there's some kind of intense energies around you right now, aren't there? And look how much our death card is coming up, right? Look at how much that's coming up. And we are in Scorpio season, and this is the Scorpio card. But, along with that energy of the grieving, Gemini, this is very much about, for some of you, of course, these are general, so take them as they resonate, but this is so much for you about, transition and change and transformation and going through that death process, honoring that mourning, honoring the grieving cycle, but also realizing that, of course, there's going to be change, there's going to be rebirth. The sun will be rising in the horizon, right? Yeah, look at this. We've got King of Swords coming out here. So Gemini, you may be having a little bit of a hard time completely releasing some of these deeper inner emotions because you're really trying to be cool, calm. Maybe you're trying to kind of keep it together for everyone else because you feel like everyone else is falling apart. Everyone else is, going through all this emotional upheaval. And so you're trying to be very cool. But to me, this is like saying, you don't have to be the only one who's keeping things together, right? It's like you don't have to do that. This could also be, a fellow air sign around you, Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra, because look at this. We have the King of Swords in here. No, not the King of Swords, King of Cups. So here's that emotional king, right? Here's that sensitivity in the center where you really want to lead from, right? It's like it's not a sign of weakness to let the emotions out, to let the tears out, to let things flow, to let things go, Gemini. To me, the King of Cups is very much about emotional healing. It's Cancer energy, so this could be, dealing with something very close to home or family. And so, to me, the King of Cups is very much about leading from a place of emotional healing. So anything that you need to do over this next 6-week period, I would definitely do it. I would definitely work on it. So let's get a clarifier for that. Yeah, Gemini. There's a feeling of sparks tension. It may be, again, it may be very difficult right now for you to really release those inner emotions, to really, really get deep and access it and let the tears come and let the, you know, the feelings flow. But it's very important. It's very important that you make space and make time to do that. You may feel very conflicted about it. It's like, that's the feeling I get. It's like, I really want to just let my guard down and be, you know, myself, but I feel like I have to be tough for everyone around me. And that's not true, Gemini. You do not have to be tough for everyone. You know, they can step up for you, right? Or you can take time for yourself to let that come out. So going into the immediate future on that outcome, here we are. It's all about Seven of Pumpkins. So it is patience. It is, you know, that timing energy, but it's really about cultivation. You will get through this. Even if it feels super tough right now, there is that feeling of, you know, completion and growing through it and working through it very strongly. Yeah, it's really, this is tough. This is tough. It's one day at a time, one day at a time, working through some of these old pains, these old wounds, things that have made you feel anxious about the future, things that have kept you from sleeping well at night. There's a lot of heady energy coming up for you, Gemini. There's a lot of things that you're really working through. Page of Bats, you know, this is new thought, new energy, a lot of communication going on. So I really do feel like it's time to clear your mind very strongly. We also have the Five of Swords. So to me, this is letting go of anyone that hasn't treated you right, anyone that's been in your life and has tried to, you know, win at all cost, even if it made you lose, even if it made you be the one that, you know, didn't come out ahead. It's time to let those buggers go, because they've caused you a lot of hurt. They've caused you a lot of grief, and you're working through it. You are working through it, but it's you know, it's a lot easier if you just let them go. It's a lot easier if you just block their number and don't talk to them anymore. So let's get an affirmation on this for you, Gemini. You're clearing a lot of energy in this next 6 weeks. It's very powerful, so get ready. Perseverance. And look at that. See, that's what I feel from this, is a perseverance, you know, to get through these difficult cycles, the motivation to keep going despite the odds. So Gemini, you are toughening up. You are going to the next level. Y'all are maturing like crazy these days. That is, and that's not something completely new for y'all. You've been doing this. I know, because I know my Geminis, and I know what y'all have been going through. I see it. I see it, and I feel it. It's definitely a thing. It is definitely a thing for you guys. Wow. Powerful, Gemini. Powerful. Whew. I'm definitely feeling that. Oh, I'm feeling that one. Let's get let's tap these cards. Oh my goodness, that was intense. Gemini, you almost are feeling like a Scorpio right now with that. Wow. You are feeling like a little bit of a Scorpio on me. What is up with that? That's because you got those three. You got Pluto. You got Pluto, Saturn, and Jupiter and Capricorn working their way through that universal 8th house, that universal Scorpio house for you guys. That's why, Gemini. That's why you got so much intensity around you. My goodness. Woo. I hear you, Jacqueline. And all the Geminis around you. You need some aspirin. Oh, because they just talk. Yes. Oh my goodness. All right, let's get into Cancer now. Let's see what we've got for our Cancers, our lunar folks. This is a special day for you. Anytime that we have a full moon is a special day for Cancer, because you are ruled by the moon, and those lunar you know, cycles are very important for our Cancer. So dear Spirit, angels, guardian guides, what do we have for this next 6-week cycle coming up for Cancer, starting with our Halloween today for the second half of autumn, building up to winter? Look at that. We've got the Freedom card coming out for you, Cancer. So to me, this is turning. Hey there, Tilly. Good to see you. So this is me. To me, this is you definitely setting yourself free, gaining that freedom, the bars of your cage melting away, anything that you don't like, anything that's felt, inhibiting or holding you back. That is what you're working towards this next 6-week cycle. Yes, let's see what we have in the tarot for you, Cancer. Oh, very nice. So we start with the Emperor, Cancer. So to me, this is a card of leadership. It's Aries energy, it's Mars energy. So it is very much that strong masculine drive to go out and get what you want, but it's also very wise. It also has that balance because the Emperor is also a warrior and he's also an older guy. So he has the wisdom of the years, the wisdom of time and having been through some battles before. But you're definitely in that place where action is favored and you're really contemplating the next move that you know you need to take. And on top of that, see, yes, it's like this is the Emperor, it's Aries, but it feels very planned out to me because we have this 8 of Pentacles. So to me, it's really forming a plan of action. It's like, I know what I need to do, or I want to know what I need to do. I need to work on this plan. I need to cultivate it. I need to map it out. I need to do the research, write things down, make my list. In the center, we have the 4 of Pentacles. So to me, this is holding on for an assured success or victory in the future. It can also be holding on to something in the heart chakra or something in money, something in money matters. Because that is true. A lot of folks are very concerned about finances and financial stability right now. So it's very much a time where you may be feeling kind of aware of that as well. So let's get a clarifier for the 4 of Pentacles. Yep. And on top of that, we got 4 and 4. And look at that. Yeah. I mean, Cancer, it's like you're kind of sick of waiting around. You have been working at something or holding on to something, feeling like if I just am patient, if I just hold on to this, if I just cultivate it, then, it'll work out. But you're getting impatient. You're feeling like life is passing you by. So I would say it's not a time to do that. If you feel like somebody's really put you on hold and you're not getting what you need from them, don't sit around and wait for them if you don't want to. Live your life. And if they're meant for you or if it's right for you, it's going to come in. But you have a very nice outcome card with the star here. This is strong Aquarius energy. This is personal freedom, independence, liberation, freedom from things that have held you back in the past. We had that, keyword of freedom, right, in the beginning. And you're also getting very much that energy with the star. This is your hopes and dreams, the potential to become manifest. So I love that outcome card for you there. Yep. And there we have our Hanged Man. So Cancer, I know this is harder for you, right? Because it's like there's a part of you that it's hard not to get pulled back into the past. That is the thing. And I know because I'm a Capricorn and Cancers, y'all are very similar. It's easy to get pulled back into those past cycles or patterns. And with that Hanged Man card, that's definitely a possibility. But this is really because it's that push and pull. It's that back and forth. That feeling of sort of being in limbo, right? Because one thing hasn't ended, the next thing hasn't begun. But my feeling, Cancer, is whatever makes you feel liberated, whatever makes you feel set free is the right thing for you to do. So let us get an affirmation on this for you. And look at that, we have the elements coming through. So this is a lot of a balance of energies. The elements of fire, air, earth, and water combine to create powerful protective boundaries, spiritual, mental, physical, and emotional. So Cancer, this is bringing through yet another aspect to this message where it's really very much about setting personal boundaries and not allowing anything lower vibration to come into your world. It's very strong. Queen of Pumpkins on the bottom here. So look at that. Nice, grounded, balanced, earthy, stable kind of queen. And look at that. Yes. Enforcing your boundaries, Cancer. Seven of Wands. Stay in that higher vibration. Don't come down to them. That's absolutely it. That is standing your ground and knowing your worth. So yeah, don't lower your vibration for anybody. Don't do it. I'm gonna get a pillow here behind my back. Oh, all right. All right, let's tap these cards. Let's get them cleared. All right, we got Leo. We got Leo in the house. Ooh, I hope my Leos are doing awesome out there. Leo time. Halloween is a great time for Leos because they get to dress up and be very theatrical. So I hope my Leos are having a wonderful evening tonight. Hope you are enjoying it. Let's see what we've got coming through for you. Starting with this Halloween night, this is going to be for the second half of autumn, about the next 6 weeks, building up to the winter solstice. As Halloween, Samhain are the midpoint between autumn and winter. So let's see what we've got. Spirits, angels, guardians, ancestors, what do we have for our Leos? Look at that. And this is interesting. We were just talking about boundaries with Cancer. And Leo, you've got the card of boundaries coming through very powerfully in your reading already. That's your key word, is boundaries. Look at that, putting that fiery circle around you and not letting anyone in that is not for your highest, not for your best. Anyone that's going to dim your light, Leo, because Leo, you are a bright, shining light. So let's see what we have got coming in around your tarot. Ooh, Leo, Leo. Wow. My fire babies. My fiery roaring lion babies. I'm telling you. I love my Leos because in my personal natal chart, Leo rules most of my relationship house. So I do like Leos. I really enjoy their energy and their company. So let's see what we've got coming up for y'all. Ooh, okay, Leo. Let's see. Yeah, see, I'm telling you, there's some sneaky Pete around you. 10 of Pentacles. So to me, this is all about grounded, balanced manifestations, having the stability, money in the bank, home is solid, things are basically just really good. Wisdom of the years, loyalty, honor between people, that's where you're very much coming from. It's a very nice place. I feel this already. I feel where this is going. It's like, yeah, you're kind of rocking it. And other people are noticing it. And sometimes they're not so good, right? Sometimes they're not so good. 3 of Wands, yeah, and a lot of this is coming to you, Leo, because you haven't been chasing it down super hard. There's that 3 of Wands. You've been standing back, waiting and letting those ships come in, and knowing what's meant to be yours will be yours. This abundance, this manifestation, all this good stuff that's meant to be for you will be yours. It will come. Page of Cups, Page of Ghosts, right in the center. So to me, this is emotional, loving, kind of mushy, gentle communication. It's very sweet. This can be people apologizing to you, you apologizing to others, you know, just forgiveness, gentleness, good communication. And look with that Queen of Cups. Oh, yeah. This is definitely solid. This is, to me, people revealing things that maybe they haven't revealed to you in the past, or you doing the same, because our Queen of Cups is very strong Scorpio energy. We are in Scorpio season right now. She does hold those secrets very close to the chest, but the fact that you're getting this Page of Cups along with the Queen of Cups, you know, the pages are about communication. So this could be you and someone else being very open, you know, suddenly being very vulnerable and being, you know, quite revealing about some of those things that you haven't talked about in the past. In the future, like, look at this, you know, this is why I say be aware of old Sneaky here with that Seven of Swords, old Seven of Bats, because to me, you know, that's why you're placing those boundaries. That's why you're putting up that firewall around yourself, because you know that when you glow really bright, you attract a lot of bugs. You attract a lot of bugs. Some of them are going to be good. Some of them are going to be really awesome. But some are the stinging variety, and you don't want to play with those. So you've got to put your darn mosquito light out, Leo, to zap the pests so that they don't get near you. Yeah, energy vampires, narcissists, people like that that just want to use you for your awesomeness. Don't put up with that. Do not put up with that, and be discerning. The biggest Achilles heel that Leo has is that, you know, they love to be flattered, they like to be praised, they like to hear nice stuff about themselves. So, you know, just be aware that not everybody that says nice things to you is, you know, saying them out of genuineness or authenticity, and they may have an ulterior motive. Just be aware of that. So we do have the Tower. Look at that. Ooh, yeah. So Leo, I feel like you're gonna knock this guy right on out of there. They're not. They can't play. If they try to come into your life, you're gonna bring the Tower down. You're gonna bring the Tower down. Because look at that. 10 of Cups. This is what you're after. You want that complete bliss. 10 of Cups, 10 of Pentacles. Very, very nice energy. And look at our Queen of Swords on the underside here. So she's ready to cut out anybody that brings in any BS, any funny business, any lies, lack of integrity into her court. It's a very strong reading for you, Leo. Yeah. Strong boundaries. Strong boundaries for Leo right now. All right, let's get an affirmation for you, Leo, on this. Let's see what comes up at the end. Let's get an extra message for you. We have the water element, and that's very strong, right? We had this very strongly represented right here in the center with the Page and Queen of Cups, and we've got the water element at the end here too. So work with the element of water for healing, purification, and refinement, right? So it's like, you know, honor those emotions, honor that softer side of yourself, but don't let old Sneaky in. Don't let him get past your radar. That's the heads up for you, Leo. That's the good word. All right, let's see what's next. We got Virgo. We got Virgo next. Yes. Let's get these cards cleared out. For our Virgo folks. Yes. Yes. Oh, I know, Tilly. They're out there. They're out there, but you know, once you're really aware of what that energetic vampirism feels like, once you're really aware of what that narcissistic drain feels like, it gets a lot easier to figure it out real quick. So you can just, yeah. Anybody that's intuitive and perceptive and spiritual has dealt with that kind of thing. Yeah. Or will deal with that kind of thing if they're younger and they haven't gone through it yet. Yes. Oh, yeah. Yeah, me too. Me too. Not as much now, thank God. But oh yeah, it's I learned the hard way. I learned the hard way with that stuff. Ooh, yes. All right, Virgo. Let's see what you got. Yeah, let's see what Jacqueline's Venus and Mars are up to. Let's see what we have. So Virgo, Sun, Moon, Venus, rising. Dear spirits, angels, guides, guardians, ancestors, past and loved ones. Let's see what we have for our Virgo folks for this next 6 weeks, the second half of autumn, starting today with Samhain, with Halloween. Let's see what we have for Virgo as we build up to the winter solstice. Look at that, Virgo. Transformation. We've been getting a lot of this kind of message tonight. Not a surprise as we are in Scorpio season, but there is that butterfly of rebirth. So you know, not the easiest transition, right? But there, spreading your wings, the sun rising. Very, very nice feeling coming in for my Virgo folks with that card. So let's get into some tarot for you. Let us see what we've got for our Virgo folks coming up. Ooh, fiery. Nice and fiery for Virgo. We have got the Ace of Wands, Ace of Imps here in the Halloween tarot. So to me, this is bold new beginnings, passionate new rebirth. This is a powerful transformation. And it actually, even if the transformation has been difficult in the past, it's starting to feel more positive with that card coming in. Aces are always the hand of spirit coming in and gifting you with something. And so to me, that is like gifting you with greater vitality, more energy, enthusiasm, all of that. And the Knight of Wands on top of the Ace of Wands. So to me, that's coming in very rapidly. That is, you know, not waiting around. This passionate, bold new beginning, this brand new vitality, this is coming through very strongly. Sagittarian energy with the Knight of Wands. So to me, this can also include travel, learning, growth, expansion, opening the mind up quite a bit. Right in the center, more fire. We got our Queen of Wands, our Queen of Imps. She is bright, powerful, passionate. She is a magic queen with her little magical black cat sitting there. Understands the spiritual world very, very well. And she's a manifester. She goes out and gets what she wants. This is strong Leo energy, and it is also Sagittarius and Aries. So to me, Virgo, this is very much about you expressing yourself creatively, being very generous with your emotions, generous with your heart, realizing that even if people have hurt you in the past, they can never really get you down because you always have more of that sacred flame within you. Yes, very beautiful. And look, oh, two queens in the center for our Virgos. We have the Queen of Cups along with that Queen of Fire. So to me, these are both these are our emotional queens, right? This is very much about knowing your feelings, knowing what's going on in your subconscious, really honoring what you want and what you need. Broken Carpenter. Mwah! Love you, dude. So good to see you in the chat. Thank you for that blessing. Thank you for that super chat. Dropped in to send the Dragon Goat love. He is a fellow Dragon Capricorn too. Aww. And his wife is also a Capricorn. Oh, I met 32 years ago. I love it. Thank you so much for coming by, hun. It's wonderful to see you. Oh my goodness. All right, guys. Sorry, Virgo. That one threw me because he's an awesome dude and I haven't seen him in a minute. So I was really excited to see him. We got all kinds of new folks coming into the chat tonight. It's fabulous to see y'all for Halloween. So Virgo, back to this. To me, this is all about you understanding and knowing how you feel, what you want. You know, you may not have been saying everything that you've wanted in the past, and you're really kind of deciding and discerning what you reveal, what you release to someone else. But at the end of the cycle, we have the Fool card. So the Fool to me is also a card of new beginnings. It is. It's a card of really trusting spirit, having faith in the divine, which I know is sometimes a little tough for our Virgos. You know, because you're an earth sign. You're like us, Capricorns. You like to see it. you like to have, you know, something tangible that you can really feel and take to the bank. And so, you know, sometimes it's a challenge for us to be led and guided by the divine, right? You know, because it's just like, oh, can I really trust this? Can I really? But it is encouraging you to take that leap of faith here, Virgo, throughout this process. But I like this. It's some nice fire energy. Really jump kicks you. And look, we got our Queen of Wands again. Creative self-expression here, Virgo. Using your magic, using your power, using that passion that you have. It's beautiful. This is a beautiful reading for you guys. Yeah, Two of Wands. Check it out. Look at that. New doors opening, new choices, you know, opening up. Ooh, Page of Wands. Holy fire energy, Virgo. Wow. Two of Wands and Page of Wands. I like these two cards. They're very similar in energy to me because they're all about new beginnings. They are. They're all about, you know, to me, Page of Wands, that little Aries energy, right? My little Aries kid who, you know, is all about the beginning of spring. Even though we're moving into, you know, the colder months, you may feel like, oh, you know, the flowers are blooming in my heart. That's what you may be feeling, Virgo. Let's see what we got in your affirmations on this. Very powerful, fiery reading for our Virgos. Virgo, you've had some powerful readings lately. I'm going to say, you're kicking it up a notch. Y'all are kicking it up a notch. Look at that. Time to shine. Wow. Fire, fire, fire on this. Look at this. Creates the energetic resonance for golden opportunities. So Virgo, I think you're transitioning and transforming to a new level. And I think that you're going to be feeling a lot more powerful. You're going to be valuing yourself more. My Virgos tend to be a more modest sign, more self-effacing. And the universe is really saying, Virgo, stop putting yourself down. Stop, you know, second guessing yourself. Let's get you to the next phase where you're really meant to shine and really meant to kind of take the stage of life. Because you got something good for the world. Virgo, you are my beautiful humanitarians. You're all about service and helping others and organizing people to help more people. I mean, and you got that nurturing side because you're an agricultural sign. You care about nutrition. You care about making sure everyone's fed and healthy and well. Yeah. Love it. All right, guys. That was a powerful reading. I liked that one a lot. That was pretty awesome, I gotta say. And this is a good full moon for you, Virgo. It is, because it's a Taurus full moon. And that may be part of what's really giving you some good energy. We got that Taurus energy. We got that Capricorn energy. And it's really putting that nice trine up to your sun sign. Woo! Enjoy it. Take advantage of it. Do a little dance. Do a little dance, Virgo! All right, let's get into Libra. Libra. Let's see. Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome, Amber. I'm glad your moon sign's happy. All right, Libra. Let's see what we've got for you guys. We have Mercury retrograde in Libra right now. We have Venus in Libra right now. I love it. This is a nice time for our Libra folks out there with your ruling planet sitting in your own sign. It's really blessing us with a lot of relationship harmony and balance coming through. So let's see, spirit, angels, guardians, guides, ancestors, past and loved ones. Let's see what we have for Libra for this next 6 weeks, starting with Halloween, starting with Samhain. We're getting into the second half of autumn, building up to winter. So let's see what kind of energies and patterns are coming through for this season for Libra. Animals. Oh, I love this. Oh, so Libra, this is a beautiful time of connecting with the animal spirits, your animal guardians, whether it's, you know, a beloved pet that you have in your life, whether it's, you know, a spirit animal that comes to you regularly in your dreams, whether it's a specific, you know, bird or whatever it is that you see every day when you go outside and you really feel connected. That's really saying that those animal spirits are very strong with you and very much guiding you and healing you. And I can say, as a bunny mother, a bunny mommy, the spirit of the animals, it's healing, it's balancing, it's centering. It does so much. It goes such a long way for balancing and centering us. Very beautiful. It could also be for some of my Libras, you may even be getting a pet, you know, over the next 6 weeks. That could be a thing. So let's see what we've got. Let's see what we've got. Oh, that would be nice, Tilly. Yeah, that would be awesome. I need to message Mike. I do. I need to message him. So Libra, let's see what we've got for your tarot. Ooh, look at that. I like that. Okay, so we start out with our Queen of Ghosts, Queen of Cups, and this is very strong Scorpio energy for you, Libra. So to me, this is about, you know, really understanding and knowing your intuition well, using your intuition, letting it guide you. Our Queen of Cups, she doesn't always reveal everything that she's feeling. Not everything she's thinking. She can be a little mysterious. Because she wants to make the right decision. She wants to trust the right person with her emotions and with her passions. And she knows she can be kind of intense, right? Yes. All right, so let's get a clarifier on that, please, for Libra. Ooh, Libra. So love is definitely strong for you right now. And you may be really making that decision over this next 6 weeks to start opening up deeper for your, you know, to your love partner or potential love interest. You know, our Lovers card is also Gemini energy, so it is communication, it is sharing and talking. Two of Pentacles, you may feel like, not surprisingly, you are balancing quite a lot of things right now, Libra. You are a sign of balance, harmonizing, equality, you know. And so you may feel like you're doing a lot of juggling lately to keep things balanced, to keep things in harmony. Let's see what clarifies that card. Six of Cups, very interesting. So Libra, you may be dealing with someone from the past that has come in. You may be dealing with some, you know, family history or issues. Usually the Six of Cups is very positive. It's about positive memories and nostalgia and sentimentality. So you may be, maybe, you know, kind of working through some of that, really trying to balance how you feel about someone from your past, or about, you know, something from your childhood, or someone in your family that's really stepping forward, maybe wanting to be a bigger part of your life. It's all coming through. So King of Cups comes up. So we had the Queen and now we've got the King. So you may be dealing with a Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer. Could be a water sign coming in, but to me, whatever that is, you've got this balance of the King and the Queen of Cups. So it's that sort of, you know, it's that very coupled feeling. It's a very divine couple. And no matter what your, you know, specific signs are, it's really based on the emotions, on the heart, on the spiritual connection, because that's very much what that cup energy is all about. An Ace of Swords. Ooh, nice victory. Yes, nice victory energy here, Libra, with that Ace of Swords. So anything that's been confusing, anything that's been difficult or not clear so much, right? This is really about cutting through that veil, cutting through anything that's been confusing or hard for you to see, and having a victory, having success, clearing the consciousness. That is your energy too. You know, Libra, you're an air sign, so you are about clearing the mind, clearing that energy. And yeah, right now you might feel a little bit cloudy just because, yeah, Mercury retrograde is in your sign this next couple of days, so it takes a little bit to clear that energy out. But this is a beautiful reading. It's very loving. I mean, it's a super loving energy. It's very much like relationship, soulmate, you know, people coming back in from the past that you have good memories of, whether that's, you know, a past love, something to do with home and family, healing the inner child, all of that. On the bottom, we got another king. We got our King of Pentacles, very strong, grounded, balanced, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo energy. So making good decisions, both from the heart and from the practicality side. And Libra, oh my goodness, this card, Four of Cups. This is telling you, do not put off your life for anyone. Don't put yourself on hold. If you feel like you've been waiting on something, waiting on someone, go ahead and live your life. They'll come around if they're meant to. They will. So let's get an affirmation on this for my Libras. The Trinka 5. This is one of my favorites of this deck. The Triple 5. Manifesting money and income. So Libra, we always like to see that. This Capricorn really likes to see that because, you know, not only do we have, you know, the love side, but we've got some manifestation kind of energy with that and our King of Pentacles here. Yeah. Don't procrastinate on things. Don't procrastinate. If you feel, you know, and I think that a big thing for Libra is they always like to feel like they want to do something with a partner. And so if they feel like, you know, but I really want to do it with somebody, and if they feel like they have to go do it by themselves, they're like, oh, I'll just wait on them. But this is kind of saying don't wait on them forever, right? If they're meant to come around, they'll come around. You do your life. You do your life. Don't let things pass you by. It's not worth it. It's always the way it is to me. All right, so I know who's in the house now. Yes, hey, Natrina. Oh, I think she might be in the house, my Libra buddy. Yes, yes. Oh my goodness, it's Scorpio time. I said, you know, Halloween party is a little bit like a little Scorpio party, isn't it? It really is. It really is. Scorpio party. Because it is in Scorpio season, and it is such a Scorpio kind of holiday. It really, really is. All right, Scorpio, what do we have for you here in your own season, here in your own time of the year? I got my little glow in the dark scorpion. My mom found this as she was rooting through stuff in the house, which I'm really digging. I love my little glowing scorpion with little claws. Do 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 do. All right, let's see what we've got for our Scorpions. Scorpio, Scorpio, dear angels, ancestors, divine beings of light, passed on loved ones, anyone that wants to send some good messages to my Scorpios. Let's see what we have for them for this Halloween reading. This is going to be for the next 6-week cycle, building up to the winter solstice. Let's see what kind of energies and themes are coming through for Scorpio. Ooh, family is coming up, Scorpio. So there is something about the family dynamic. This is really, you know, to me, this is a very open kind of interpretation because it can be blood relatives, spirit relatives, people who feel like your family, your own biological kids, adopted kids, again, you know, pets or family, you know, that kind of feeling. So this has to do with anything surrounding or involving that feeling of family, and by proxy, you know, a feeling of home, strengthening those family connections, learning who really has your back, learning who's really on your side, you know, through the tough times and the good times. So let's see what we have got coming through in the tarot for our Scorpios. Doo-doo-doo. Nice. Okay, so 9 of Ghosts. So we're definitely coming from a place of wish fulfillment, dreams coming true, going towards that manifestation, being on that path and on that track, to get more of what you want, you know, to have that feeling of contentment, peace, happiness, and connection within. And look at that. Ooh, Scorpio. Yes. Sitting in that powerful place of the Empress energy. So, Scorpio, you're feeling very much in charge, very much control. You feel like I can manifest what I want. I can have what I want. I'm seated in my power, right? I can bring through what I want to see come into reality. Very, very nice kind of earth goddess energy around that too. And one of the signs that, of course, the Empress is about is Taurus, and that is our full moon for this Halloween. Not, you know, connecting again to the moon right in the center, we do have the moon card. This is Pisces energy. So sometimes that moon card can be a little bit tricky. Sometimes it can lead to that feeling of deception or lack of clarity simply because things look different under the light of the moon rather than in the direct sun. So just keep aware. We are still in that Mercury retrograde, Scorpio. We are still going through that. So some things may be a little unclear at this particular moment. It's magical too. It's a very magical card because of that Pisces element. And look at that. Yeah, to me, it's like there's this feeling again, you know, look at that 4 of Cups. So there is that feeling of missing out on something, something passing you by. And it's really about you feeling, you know, maybe kind of confused about that, right? Maybe you're not seeing this the most clearly. So don't take it too hard, Scorpio. If you feel like you're being passed over, or if you feel like there's elements of your life that are passing you by and you're sort of like, I'm missing out, you know, you may not really be. This may not really be the truth of the matter, right? But whenever I see that 4 of Cups, I always encourage people to not sit around and wait on someone else to give you permission to live your life. I never will encourage that, no. On the outcome, look at what we've got, you know, through this cycle is the Ace of Imps. So this is that Ace of Wands. This is all about passionate, beautiful new beginnings, spirit bringing you greater enthusiasm, vitality, and life force coming in. It's a very fiery energy there. So I do like that. I feel like you may, through the 6-week cycle, you come in feeling very powerful. You may go through times where you kind of doubt yourself, or you wonder if you're making the right choice, or you feel like something's passing you by. But at the end of the cycle, it's like you start to come back into your power. You overcome it. Yeah, 8 of Swords. This is really about setting yourself free. That's so much what this is about, Scorpio. Setting yourself free from any old limiting beliefs, ideas, and attitudes, because this is that realm of the mind, right? The swords is the realm of the mind. It's time to back up against those swords, cut through those bonds, climb yourself back up to that higher vibration palace in the sky. Absolutely, Scorpio. Don't let any of this get you down. 10 of Pentacles. Ooh, so nice manifestations. Nice outcomes, right? 6 of Cups. So to me, it's like something good returning to you, something that you miss, something that you have fond memories of returning to you. This is a nice read. Let's get an affirmation on this. And achievement. I do feel that. I do feel that with this read for you, Scorpio. Win the award, the accolade, or the contract, right? So to me, this is about overcoming something. I think for a lot of my Scorpios, it's just this sort of feeling of it's almost like the miasma. It's just sort of like this kind of energy, right? It's just this sort of you know, maybe slightly depressed, slightly down, slightly disheartened, but you overcome it, right? You push through it. You're gonna power through it over this next 6 weeks. It's very nice. Yeah. That's the feeling I have. Because you know you're powerful. You're coming from a place of power. You're coming from a place of knowing that you are powerful. And you may forget that for a minute, but by the end of the cycle, you remember it. It's very nice. I'm going to powder my nose real quick. I feel oily. Taking a dragon powder break here. Feels always so good. Yay! All right. Let's do just a little bit of tuning fork. Yeah. And a little bit of fire. A little bit of fire. We're going to have a fire break. All right, Sagittarius is in the house. Let's see what we have for our Sagittarians. Our last fire sign of the cycle is Sagittarius. Yes. All right, so let's see what we have. Sagittarius, my darlings. Sun, Moon, Venus, rising. Spirit, angels, divine guardians, beings of light, helpers, healers, ancestors, passed on loved ones. What do we have in the messages for Sagittarius? This is going to be for this next 6 weeks, starting with Halloween tonight, starting with Samhain, as we go through the second half of autumn, building up to the winter solstice. What do we have for Sagittarius, please? Ooh, we have the card of dreams. So Sagittarius, this is your key word for this next 6 weeks of the year. As you are building up to the winter time, this will include the sun sign moving through Sagittarius, of course. So to me, honor your dreams, listen to your dreams, maybe write them down, maybe start a dream journal if you do not have one. But this is very much about honoring what it is that you want, what you feel. You may be getting strong messages as well from spirit through your dream cycle. So let's see what we have got for you in the tarot. Oh, I like this. Okay. All right, Sagittarius. Ooh. There, of course, is movement here. Sagittarius loves to be active, loves to be on the go. So we do start the cycle out with the Chariot card. This is Cancer energy. This is very much about understanding and knowing your deeper emotions, feelings, the things that you're going through deep inside, and using that knowledge and that emotional awareness to drive that chariot forward in a good way, right? It's like instead of letting your emotions drive you in some real negative way, this is letting you guide yourself based on that emotional awareness. Very, very nice card. It definitely is about movement. It's about learning. It's about travel. Five of Swords. I feel, oh, in this reading already, Sagittarius, I feel like you're leaving behind some really crappy old situations or people. You know, it's like you're just seeing them disappear into your rear view mirror. That's what I feel. Five of Swords is definitely that feeling of stand up and fight for something or cut your losses and walk away. It can also definitely relate to people who have treated you poorly, won at all cost, you know, stepped on you in the process, cut you out of the equation, and you're just like, why did you do that to me? Like, we've always, yeah, it's like it's having someone you thought was a really good friend, or, you know, and suddenly they kind of stab you in the back. It's that kind of energy with that card. So in the center, look at this. We got the Ace of Bats, so the Ace of Swords. That's why I feel you are really cutting this energy out. You are not putting up with it. To me, this Ace of Swords is all about victory, clarity, success. I always feel the energy of Archangel Michael with that Ace of Swords because, you know, Archangel Michael carries that big sword, cuts the negative energies out of our lives. It's a very positive card here, Sagittarius. And it also shows me that, you know, things will start to be made clear. Things that were cloudy being made clear for you. King of Swords, baby. Woo, Sagittarius. Oh my goodness. The Ace of Swords, King of Swords. Look at that. You are not playing, Sagittarius. If anybody's done you wrong, if you're resonating with this reading, wow, you're like, no, done. I'm making a better plan. I'm cutting out anybody who's messed with my heart. I've had it. I've had it. Done. Done and done. Into the future, we've got this Eight of Cups, the Eight of Ghost. So stepping up, moving on, leaving behind the old difficulties, the old burdens, something that was not fulfilling emotionally or spiritually. Look at that. Continuing your journey, continuing your path. Because, you know, maybe it seemed pretty good. Maybe it seemed like most of the things that should be in place were in place, but it's like there was that one crucial element, that one major key, that one fatal flaw that was like, nope, this isn't going to work. And you're listening to your intuition. Eight of Cups is all about listening to the intuition and continuing your journey and leaving behind something that's not fulfilling and stable for you. Look at that. Literally leaving someone who has been dishonest. Leaving someone who has either been cheating, lying, stealing, sneaking around, not living with integrity. These are general readings for 7 weeks. Look at that. You're done. You are so done. Any of my Sagittarians that have been putting up with a difficult time, you're not going to put up with it anymore. 7 of Pumpkins. So you're working on building something new. Working on a new, stable existence, something that's very prosperous, and stepping into that Queen of Wands, into your own power. Look at that. This is like a very self-explanatory reading, Sagittarius. This really is. It's like, oh, okay, you're gonna go there. All right. All right, so let's get into an affirmation for this reading, Sagittarius. Wow, what a spread. The Trinket 5. I like this. Yes, so manifesting money and income. This is a lot of luck. It's those, you know, triple up numbers that I love to see. So to me, if this was, you know, and this is going to be very specific for some of y'all, but if this is somebody that really drains you of your income, really hurts you financially, etc., it's like you're gonna be slowly but surely having that restored. Wow. Very, very nice. Powerful reading. Ultimately following your dreams here, Sagittarius. That's really what it's about. Wow. Whew. Strong energy is coming through, guys. Not a surprise. Not a surprise. Let's see who we got. We got Capricorn. Yeah, Capricorn. You are welcome, Frag King. Thank you so much for being part of our channel. We've really enjoyed having you. Put a little more of my blue on here. Yeah. Touching it up for the Capricorn. Oh my goodness. All right, let's see what we've got. Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Venus rising. I feel like Capricorn is, again, yeah, goat party, getting very empowered for here. Yeah, getting very, very empowered through these cycles, through these transits. Capricorn, you really are on the home stretch of a very strong maturing cycle and transit, because Saturn, your ruling planet, has been moving through your sign for almost 3 years. Woo! It has been interesting, to say the least. Been intense. But you are on the last couple months of that energy. Saturn won't be back in your sign for another almost 30 years after that. So it's exciting. It's very exciting for our Capricorn. So dear angels, ancestors, guardians, guides, let's see what we have for our Capricorns out there. This will be for the next 6 weeks. We are at the middle of autumn, so starting with Halloween, with Samhain, and building up to the winter solstice. And the winter solstice is when the sun actually goes into Capricorn. So this is actually what's happening between now and the beginning of Capricorn season. Let's see what we've got. Oh, reconciliation, Capricorn. So reconnection, healing, forgiving, turning certain things loose, making things better, literally bridging the gap between people. I love that. So to me, that's like, you know, potential reunions, coming back into a very strong connected place. Ooh, so let's get into your tarot. Let's see what we've got for you. And, you know, to me, reconciliation is also just, you know, what's meant to be yours coming back. It's like getting the rewards for all of this time that Saturn has just been kicking our little goat rears all over the place. So let's see what we got to deepen this message up for you. Look at that. Ooh, all major arcana coming out, Capricorn. So we start out with that Hermit. So there is a lot of self-healing, a lot of self-growth, following your truth, doing your own thing. Absolutely. This is a Virgo energy that comes with the Hermit. So many times you may feel like you've really been on this journey of, you know, self-discovery, self-awareness, you know, really kind of having a lot of time alone, right? It's just having time to yourself, having time to really reflect, work on yourself, heal yourself. It's very, very nice. So let's see what comes up on top of this. Yeah, Wheel of Fortune, but that is going to change. That is going to shift. But not in a bad way, right? Because the Wheel of Fortune is really about the wheel moving forward in your favor, things starting to open up, the things that you've learned during your times of isolation and aloneness have really benefited you, and you're ready to go to the next step coming from that. I love that our little scientist, you know, here in the lab, he's just smiling. He's like, I don't mind being alone. I'm getting my stuff done. And that's you, Capricorn. You've been getting your stuff done. The Wheel of Fortune is Jupiter ruled. Jupiter is in your sign right now, Capricorn, and it is moving forward along with Saturn. So to me, that's giving you that blessing. It's opening up those doors. And this card also includes Taurus, Leo, Aquarius, and Scorpio energy. So those signs may be part of your life as well. Right in the center, what do we have? We have got that Death card again. This has been coming up in a lot of folks' readings, not a surprise because we are in Scorpio season and this is the Scorpio card. So at the center of this Capricorn, there is a very intense transition, big transformation I believe that some kind of something is going to die away out of your life. Something is going to be leaving your life. It may be high time for it to. Pluto, the ruler of Scorpio, is also in your sign, Capricorn. So there is. I mean, Capricorns have been going through a lot of transformation, a lot of death and rebirth cycles. Oh, David, I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, I know that was a hard one for y'all. I know that. Oh, yeah, when anyone transitions, and I'm telling you, sometimes I think losing pets is even harder. Yeah. So, so let's get a clarifier on top of that death card, because yeah, this has been, you know, dealing with some transition. Sometimes the death card is an actual death, but most of the time it's really like a big transition in our consciousness, because Scorpio energy that rules this card is very much about our psyche, right? It's about our psychological development, our emotional development, and the depths of the soul. That's why Scorpios are so intense, because that is their energy. And so for you, Capricorn, you know, if you're grieving the loss of something, I feel like this is transitioning away. You know, this is healing. It's getting better, because that death card is also like the phoenix rising from the ashes. It's also that rebirth and regeneration. Queen of Swords. Yeah, and I really do feel, look at this. Oh, our lovely Libran energy that comes through with the Queen of Swords. You're really ready to let go of this stuff. Like you're more than ready. You're like, yep, I'm ready to cut out certain elements. I'm ready to release. I'm ready to cut it out, and move forward. You're really handling your emotions really well, Capricorn. You're being very clear, very direct, not getting into any drama or anything like that. So it's very strong. Outcome card is super nice, Capricorn. Here's that Empress. Here's you sitting back in that power, sitting in that place of creative, you know, rebuilding, manifestation, just birthing something new into the world. That's that earth goddess. That's that mother earth energy, right? And so that's our Empress card. It's also a very loving card, right? It's Venus ruled, so it is about love. It is about relationships. It is about the contemplation of those new relationships and manifesting those into being as well. So let us get a clarifier for that Empress card, Capricorn. And look, yes, we have the Fool card. So absolutely trust in the divine process, Capricorn. Take the leap of faith. Things are opening up. Spirit is leading you forward. So don't fear. Don't fear, babe. That death cycle is going to be important and necessary. Ooh, we've got the King of Cups coming through for you, Capricorn. So this is, again, very strong heart healing. Makes a nice companion to that Empress energy. It really does. It is about healing. And you, oh, Capricorn, a little bit feisty, standing your ground, sitting up on your hill on that Seven of Wands. This to me is about staying strong in your power, being kind of like, you know what, I have fought hard for what I've got, and I know that I'm right. And Capricorns are almost always right. I'm just going to... They're almost always right about things. They're a very wise sign in general. So yeah, you're not ready to capitulate to anyone here. But pick your battles wisely, Capricorn. Don't just randomly fight people, you know. that's not what you want to do. But if anyone is really pushing you around or isn't honoring you, that's when you push back. All right, so let's get an affirmation on this, Capricorn. Very nice reading. Very magic. Ooh, coming through on your affirmation, Capricorn. So, respectfully work with the fairies and earth elementals to achieve your goals. So I would say that Capricorn, you know, you are an earth sign, and this is really saying to stay in tune with the elements and the energies of the earth. Yeah. Stay in tune with that. Stay focused on, you know, working with the energies when the time is right. You know, that's part of it. When the timing is right, that's when you take action, right? And don't worry about it the rest of the time. Telling myself that. Telling myself that. Preaching to the Capricorn choir here. What is this piece of paper flutter by my foot? Oh, sorry. All right. Okay, Capricorns. Let's see what we've got next. We got Aquarius. We got Aquarius coming up. Woo. Yeah. Oh, David, if you hang out, hey, Ms. Mindful, good to see you in the chat. But David, if you hang out with this group, you're gonna be loving yourself before you know it. We're gonna change that. We're gonna get you in a good place. We're gonna get you in a high vibration here, my friend. We will. We will. We will rock you. Yes, Nancy. I hear ya. I hear ya. Yep. Stick with us, David. We got an awesome group. This is one. I mean, it's so enjoyable. It's so enjoyable being with this group. I'm telling you what, it is just one of the most fulfilling, wonderful things in my life. It's changed my life in a very positive direction. I can never express enough gratitude for that. Never can express enough gratitude for that. Truly, yeah, it's incredible. It's beautiful to me the way that it's like the people that are meant to be here are here. You know, it's like, and I'm meant to be here with y'all, and it just, it's good. It's awesome. It's just an awesome feel. So yeah. Oh, you're welcome, sushi. Oh, I want some sushi. Oh my goodness. All right. Oh, Ms. Mindful. Well, it's a little more intimate. Yeah, it's a more intimate gathering here, you know, just because it's not as huge of a group. So we can be a little bit more personal in our connection. It's a little bit easier to have a conversation when there's not like hundreds of people all talking. Yeah. Yeah. All right, my darlings, let's see what we've got for you, Aquarius, in the house. This is going to be for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Venus, rising. Dear angels, guardians, guides, ancestors, passed on loved ones. Let's see what we have for Aquarius. This is going to be for the next 6 weeks. I'm already getting like tingles. Oh, feeling it. Oh my goodness. Getting the goosebumps already, Aquarius. But this is going to be for our next 6 weeks, starting with Samhain, starting tonight with Halloween, building up to our time of the winter solstice. So let's see Aquarius, please. Oh, yay. Look at that. Forgiveness. Oh, beautiful keyword for you, Aquarius. So this is what your theme is through this next 6 weeks. So this is really beautiful. This is about letting go, releasing toxicity. You know, that's something it is. You know, forgiveness is really for us. It's not necessarily for the other person. I mean, you can forgive somebody that's passed on. You can forgive somebody that you don't even talk to anymore. Just to say, I'm not going to let that negativity, I'm not going to let that pain dictate where I go. I'm not going to let it steal my energy, right? You know, I always say it's kind of like harboring a grudge or holding on to old pain like that. It's like drinking poison and expecting the other person to die. It doesn't work. It just kills you. It just beats you up inside. And so, yeah, that forgiveness is beautiful. Oh, Mary, yeah, email me sometime, sweetheart. I'd love to do a reading with you. Yeah, let's see what we've got in the tarot for our Aquarius folks here. Let's deepen these messages up for y'all. Ooh, look at this. Aquarius. What a powerhouse of some cards popping out here for you. Ooh. We start out with the Ace of Wands coming in. So strong, bold, passionate, fiery new beginnings. Spirit really blessing you with greater vitality, greater optimism, greater enthusiasm over this next 6 weeks. That is nice energy, Aquarius. Look at that. And Three of Wands. Wow, look at this. It's like Aquarius, this is coming to you whether you really chase it down or not. And you don't have to worry too much. If you feel like you're worrying about this new beginning, if you're worried about this new energy coming in, don't be, because this is saying sit back, relax. You've done a lot of work, you've put in a lot of effort, and now the ships are coming to you. What's meant to be for you is going to be yours. Absolutely. In the center, look at this Ace of Pumpkins, Ace of Pentacles. So we are manifesting big time here, Aquarius. We are bringing in lots of gifts from Spirit, and these are the kind that you kind of can take to the bank, right? These are physical, manifest, tangible form kind of stuff. Absolutely love that energy. It's very earthy. It's very grounded. So we've got 2 aces coming in. This is new vitality, new energy, new passion, and, you know, maybe new ways of making money, new ways of manifesting the future, all that kind of good stuff with that Ace of Pentacles. Woo! And look at this, Aquarius, Ace of Swords. So you're going to be so much more clear in your direction. I feel like Spirit is really blessing you with this reading. We've got 3 aces already in this spread. So this to me is clarity. This is your own energy with the Ace of Swords, right? You know, this is that air element. So, you know, Mercury retrograde is going to be ending. Clarity is returning. Oh, Ms. Mindful, I'm loving this for you. Yeah, Ms. Mindful is an Aquarius. And guys, she has a really beautiful channel on YouTube. So if you haven't checked her out, go check out Ms. Mindful. Subscribe to her channel. Like her videos. She is a wonderful lady. So definitely check her out for some awesome Aquarius vibes. No, there's not a donation minimum, Sarah. You know, I can accept Super Chat or PayPal, any amount. It's fine. And, you know, none of you are ever obligated to donate, but it's very kind of you, and I truly do appreciate it. So, outcome card for this cycle of time is the Strength card. So, very strong Leo energy, yet again, very fiery. But to me, this is all about the balance here, Aquarius. To me, this, you know, the Strength card, the woman in the card is our symbol of our spirit, our divine spirit that motivates us. And the lion is the symbol of our physical manifestation here on earth. And so that's why many times in the picture it's like she's calming the lion down, right? She's kind of helping him to feel better, because many times that is, you know, it's like it's our own divinity, our own connection with Spirit that helps us to navigate and manage that roaring lion that we can all turn into sometimes, or roaring dragon. That's what I turn into, a roaring dragon. I'm just saying. So let's see what we've got clarifying that Strength card for you. Knight of Pentacles. So slow but steady wins the race. Look at that. So moving forward. Oh, Ms. Mindful, thank you for that blessing. I love the 1111. So, you know, to me, Aquarius, this is very much about, you know, you may be going through some fears, some difficulties, some challenges on the element or the realm of the physical manifestation of your daily earthly walk. And this is really this reminder to say, reach out to Spirit. Remember, they've got you. They're guiding you. You're not alone. And this is saying with that Knight of Pentacles, it's a one day at a time energy. It's a one day at a time walk, right? Because to me, the Knight of Pentacles, it's the knight that always crosses the finish line because they're the most well prepared. They're, you know, steady as she goes. Notice this isn't a charging, rushing horse, right? In all the other knight cards, those horses are just like rushing in. Well, maybe not the Knight of Cups. That one's a little more gentle, but he's definitely walking. In the Knight of Pentacles card, the horse is more stable. It's more grounded. It's like, it's going to be a minute till I get going. So, you know, hang in there. So yeah, it is very much about slow but steady wins the race. So don't get discouraged, Aquarius, right? Don't get discouraged if things are taking a little longer to manifest. They do have a better chance of manifesting. And yes, look at this. 3 of Pentacles, 3 of Pumpkins on the bottom of the deck. So to me, this is very much a card of building. It's earthy because it's Pentacles, but it's also, it's about, you know, there's usually a church or a sanctuary pictured in this card. And so this is all about building from that spiritual place, right? Having a spiritual refuge for yourself. Ooh, and look at our Empress coming through here, Aquarius. Seated in your power, manifesting very strongly. There's our Earth Goddess coming through. This is a powerful cycle for you guys. This next 6 weeks is very, very strong. We got 3 aces on this reading, and we only pulled 6 cards from the tarot. That's pretty amazing. It all starts with this. All starts with that forgiveness. It all starts with, you know, just letting the past be in the past. Yeah, all starts with that. So let's get an affirmation on this for my Aquarians. I love Aquarius. Oh my goodness. That is my, oh, it's such my vibe. My dad was an Aquarius. My sweetheart is an Aquarius. I am an Aquarius rising. I'm born right on the cusp of Capricorn. I'm on the last day, January 19th. And if I had been born just a few hours later, I would have been a sun sign Aquarius. Settled for a rising Aquarius with a very Capricornius kind of sun sign. So I do feel very strongly towards my Aquarius folks. One enchanted evening, the perfect night. So to me, there may be that like perfect moment where it all sort of comes together, Aquarius. This may be coming through in the next 6 weeks. Yeah. So keep your eyes open. Keep your eyes open for when all systems are go and you get that aha moment that's just like, oh, now I see it. You have that epiphany, that moment of awareness that really sets you in a better direction. All right, and we are ready to go. We have got our last sign of the night. Oh, Ms. Mindful, you are so welcome, sweetheart. I love your channel. I do. I really like it. I love your voice. This is a great kind of storyteller. Her energy is so good. It's just like, oh, just could listen to her talk to me all day. Oh. All right, let's get into Pisces. Let's see what we have for our fishy fish. Our last but not least sign of the zodiac. I love my Pisces folks too. My Venus sign isn't Pisces, so I have a weakness for the Pisces. I do. I love them. All right, Pisces, Pisces, Pisces. Let's see what we've got for you. Sun, Moon, Venus, Rising. You had a great reading yesterday, Pisces. I recorded those full moon, blue moon reads for each sign. It was a beautiful full moon reading for Pisces last night. Very positive, very romantic. Oh, yes. So let's see what we've got. This is going to be for the next 6 weeks, you know, through the second half of autumn, building up to the winter solstice. So dear angels, guardians, guides, ancestors, please let's see what we have for Pisces. Look at that, freedom. Yes, Pisces, setting yourself free. That, you know, the bars of the cage are melting away. There's more peace coming in here with that dove flying free. So Pisces, I do feel like there's a lot of freedom for your heart, a lot of freedom for your soul. Anything that's kept you trapped, anything that sort of kept you down or held you back is what's melting away. So let's get into your tarot. Let's see what we've got coming up for you. Wow. Okay, guys. This is strong, powerful stuff for my Pisces. Hang in there till the end with this one. Okay, so we start out with this 5 of bats, 5 of swords. This is not a nice card in general. It's many times, you know, cutting your losses, letting something go. It's very much the energy of somebody who's been in your life, who's been willing to win at all cost, right? Even if that means betraying people, even if that means stepping on people to get there, stealing everybody's candy, right? Leaving the kid crying. I mean, this is not nice. This is not nice. So not a nice energy. So let's get some clarifiers on this. Like I said, hang with me till the end on this. You're going to like it. I promise. King of Wands. Could have been an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. But to me, this is also about taking action on this, not allowing it to go on, stepping into your power, seeing what's wrong and going, no, that's not okay. It's not okay with me. Being very fiery about it, being very adamant that that's not good enough for you. Honoring yourself, self-love, self-preservation there, Pisces. In the center, another one, the other sneaky dude. 7 of bats, 7 of swords. So this is about somebody that doesn't have integrity, doesn't have honor, steals, cheats, lies the way through life, right? Isn't there for your best. You can see a pattern here. The 5 of swords, the 7 of swords. Not nice. Not nice people. But hang in there. Hang in there, Pisces. I'm telling you. Oh yeah. And it was a hoodwink. It was a total hoodwink with the moon card. And here's your own energy coming in here. This is your own power with the moon, right? And my feeling is they might have done this to you in sort of that metaphorical dark of night where they thought they'd never get caught. But they are getting seen for what they are. They are getting called out for what they are. And the moon shifts, right? The moon shifts. It's like for a minute you thought, oh, they're fine, but then the moon shifts and it's like, oh no, they're really not. But look what comes out at the end. We got that 4 of wands. Told you were going to like this. So to me, this is about kicking out any kind of negative elements, any kind of nasty people that have been in your life, people that are gossips, people that like to cause conflict just for the sake of conflict. They don't want to see you happy because they are not happy, right? And then we've got this 4 of wands coming out. You could actually even read this as, you know, and this could be very specific to some of my Pisces, but you could really read this as, you know, you're with somebody and y'all are happy, or you meet somebody and you think that it could be happy, and then other people start getting in the mix and they start saying all kinds of things and leading you astray and telling you, oh, they're doing this and they're really not, right? You know, and it's just, it creates all this drama and confusion, but then everything comes back, right? Everything comes back to center, and look at that. Oh, Pisces. So to me, I mean, it's like the liars, the cheaters, the gossips, they're all being dealt with. They're all being called out. And look what you have at the end, the 4 of wands and the star. This doesn't get any better. It's like you're stepping up to this next level, having this happy home, having a spiritual, you know, relationship or soulmate kind of union. Could be with a fire sign, could be with an Aquarius, because those are very strongly represented in these cards. But my feeling is at the end of it all, it's like you really make the decision to be happy within your home, happy in your life, and go to the next level. And it's like when you're on that energetic vibration up here and they're operating down here, you're not even gonna connect. It's like they're just gonna roll off like melt water off a duck's back. That's the feeling. Yeah, King of Swords, because you ain't gonna put up with that guff. You're not gonna put up with any of that. Six of Cups. Aw, see? Reconciliations, good memories, things being healed. Yeah, this could really have been a situation for some of my Pisces where people kind of drove you and a soulmate apart. And that happens. It happens. It does. And then you got the clarity. You got the message. You saw things for what they really were, and it brings about this freedom, this reconciliation kind of energy, and going to the next level. It's really, really beautiful. So let's see what we've got here in our affirmations for you, Pisces. This was a pretty awesome read. Very specific feeling to some of you. Yes, little luxuries. Oh, I like that card for you. Generates luxurious experiences and surroundings. So this tells me, Pisces, love yourself, nurture yourself, take care of yourself, maybe treat yourself to something a little nice, right? That's important. It's important through this cycle. But there's some powerful energy. There's going to be a lot of shifting over this next 6 weeks. That's the feeling I have. Yeah, I saw that, David. You say like being alone. Yeah, it's a Capricorn thing. I'm a Capricorn too, and we're kind of a loner sign. We like hanging out with people, but we don't mind being alone either. Like, we're pretty cool with it. We usually have something we want to work on or do, and a lot of times other people just get in the way. Or like, don't do it. Don't. All right, my darlings. Well, yeah, I'm January as well, David. I'm January 19th. Yeah, my mom is January 7th. I have a lot of goats in my life. Absolutely. Yeah, we have very high standards. Oh yeah, I love my birthstone too. I love the garnet. Yeah. So I'm just reading the chat right now, guys. This was a great. Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Jacqueline. You're welcome. Thanks for being here. Thanks for moderating. Very, very appreciated. Very appreciated all you do for the channel. Oh, you guys are so sweet. Yeah, I mean, it's I'm not doing anything. I'm not going out, for Halloween, so it's like this was like my thing. Hermits rock. Yes, hermits do rock. People, so many people will keep asking me, like, how are you doing? How are you handling the corona situation? How are you dealing with isolation and all that stuff? And I'm like, I've been practicing for this my whole life. It doesn't matter. I'm like, are you kidding? This is awesome. This gives me a really good excuse to not have to go out and deal with people so much. Capricorn loves people that we can choose to be around, right? We're not fans of just going out and dealing with a ton of people all the time. Every once in a while, like my Aquarius rising, will really want to like get out and hang out with people and get into the big group and the big mass consciousness, because that's a thing. But then it's like I really need like, just time to chill, just time to unwind and relax. I'm a total geek. If I get to like hang out and play some computer games, I'm just so happy. Like, I'm just like, oh, just drink my tea, play some games, and just totally like, just zone out. Just zone out, because when I interact socially, my mind is so engaged. It's part of the Aquarius thing for me. It's like, and you put a lot of energy out into that. And so, yeah, then that's very Aquarius, is just we need time to just completely recharge the batteries, because we put out so much energy when we connect. Yeah, artists or hermits. I think that's very true. And I'm definitely a night person. Yeah, it's such an Aquarius thing, Ms. Mindful. I get it. See? It's a thing. It's totally a thing. And we're not really worried about it. We're like, eh. I don't worry about it. It's just like that kind of thing has never fazed me. Like I have a sister who's a Libra, and you know, she always wanted to go to all the parties and go to all these things and all these social events. And she was always like, Ariel, why don't you want to go? And I'm like, you go. I don't care. Very, very strong difference between Capricorn and Libra on that element. Yes. So funny. Fright King, my laugh has always been a very polarizing thing. People either love it or they hate it. You know, growing up as a kid, I got made fun of all the time for my laugh. I very much have my dad's laugh. Like, that's his laugh. He had a crazy funny laugh too. Like, it was very distinct. And, yeah. It's that, you remember, have you ever seen the movie Amadeus about Mozart? And he was an Aquarius, and he has that crazy laugh, right? And it's like, that's my Mozart laugh. You're welcome, Silver Star. I will be thinking of you. I will absolutely burn a candle for you tonight. Aw, David, yes, come and hang out with us more. I'm really happy that you were here tonight, hon. I'm glad you were here with us. Absolutely. They do, Jacqueline. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's funny. That was one of my dad's favorite movies. Oh, he loved that movie. Yeah. I feel like I'm about to sneeze. Dragon sneezes are really, you know, a little bit risky because the fire goes everywhere. Oh my gosh. Aries, not the best therapist, you say, Moonchild? That's funny. Yeah, Aries is like, knock it off, stop crying, pull yourself up and go do something. Get out of here. Get out of here. Why are you talking to me? Yeah, Aries set it on fire. Just burn it. Just burn it. Of the Dead if I have time and energy, because I've got a lot to do. I've still got to get all the November general readings done. Haven't done those, so I'm a little behind. A little behind. I got a ton going on here, guys. It's a lot going on that I'm not going to get into all of it right now because it's a lot. But okay, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what happened. Nothing happened on my end. There was no buffering. But like I said, I'm going to be trying to do some more live streams this week. I've really got to catch up on my personal readings as well. I need to record all of the November monthly overall general reads. I'm late on doing those, so I do apologize. But there's just so much going on. This has been, I knew this would be a very, very busy time of the year, and I wasn't wrong. So I will definitely be here as much as I possibly can because I love y'all. Thank you so much for spending Halloween with me. You made my day, you made my evening, because otherwise I wouldn't really be doing anything tonight. So enjoy your evening. Enjoy the season that's coming ahead. We've got a lot to do in a 6 weeks period. Wow, it's amazing. We've got so much coming up. All right, many dragon blessings to you guys. Much love to you all. Oh, Moonchild, I appreciate that. I will try to do as many of these as I possibly can. I really will, because I love doing them, and I love hanging out with y'all. It's always a great blessing. Always a great time. Yeah. Bunny Moon Fire Dragon Party. Yes. And if you haven't seen it yet, and if you have Netflix, go watch Over the Moon. It's a beautiful animated movie. I watched it last week and was really blown away. It gets into all of the Chinese lunar legends about the rabbit in the moon, you know, the immortality, Chang'e, the moon goddess, who is connected with that. There's definitely a lot of variations on that story and on those stories. But it's a really beautiful interpretation of some of that. Yeah, Moonchild. I feel like I got to watch like a free freaking Disney movie watching that thing. It was great. Yeah, it was really beautifully done. Like all Asian cast and voice actors. Philippa Sue does the voice of the moon goddess, and she was in Hamilton. She played, I think it was Alexa, or yeah, pretty sure Alexandria, or what was one of those names. And no, it was gorgeous. Oh my goodness, because you know, for me, one of my favorite stories about the rabbit in the moon was the three immortals, the three, you know, elders. They you know, came down to earth and, you know, were in human form, and they were in the woods hungry and cold. And so, you know, all the different animals of the forest came forward and gave them food, you know, built a fire, all that kind of stuff for them. And the rabbit didn't have any food, didn't have anything. So the rabbit sacrificed himself. He threw himself on the fire and said, here, you know, take my body. You can have me for a meal. And the immortals were so impressed with the rabbit's sacrifice that they granted him immortality. And so he stays on the moon, you know, creating the elixir of life, the elixir of immortality for all of the divine beings. And so that's part of the story of Chang'e, which is in that Over the Moon movie, because her story is kind of separate but also intertwined. It's like by the time she got to the moon, the rabbit was already there. And oh, it's just like, but it's a beautiful story. It gives me chills. I'm getting chills thinking about it, but it's all about, you know, loss of someone you love and how to deal with it, and dealing with loss, dealing with grief, dealing with mourning, learning to love again, and all the feelings that you go through when that comes up and when that happens. It's a very healing, very cathartic little story. It's so beautiful. So guys, go watch that. We'll talk about it next time I see you. And next time maybe we'll bring my bunnies on to the live stream, because I have 3 bunnies. Some of you have met Petey. He's my really old bunny, and I'll bring in Bunsen the second, and Arthur. I have my bunny loves. They're my babies. Oh yes, I do too, Moonchild. I love animation. I always have. It's been always a big deal to me. Oh yay! Yes, bunny babies. Yes, definitely. Do that, Moonchild. It'll be so fun. That'll be super, super fun. Yes. All right, my darlings. Well, have a great night. I'm going to go get some dinner. I'm going to go eat and relax. And I will be seeing you around the channel this week. Take care, my honeys. Bye-bye for now.